zoo. Solana one best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Grim, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do him wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You speak the fast while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey,
welcome to the show.
welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. So, who's banging stuff? What's going on there? People dropping things all over your head? What's going on there? Everybody all right?
Everybody okay.
All right. As long as everybody's okay. Except the Marlins. Marlins seasons is over. I'm sorry. Hate to break it to you. August 19th. And I'm telling you, we're going to be able to point back to Monday night in Philadelphia. Marlins season is over. They actually gave Zach Wheeler a little run last night, and it was maybe going to come together, and it didn't. And now they've lost 2 in a row to Philly. And who's on the mound tonight? I think it's Sandy tonight, right?
Today's Wednesday?
Yep.
I don't know why I asked you what day it was, but yeah, it's probably Sandy if it's a Wednesday. Yeah.
He sounds, sound-wise, you sound unbelievably loud to me in my headphones. That's all I'm saying. If it's not that way, it's not that way. We've had sound issues for a while, but you sound very loud to me. I think it is Sandy tonight on the mound. How about giving him a little run support? I'm not feeling good about the Marlins.
He only pitches on Wednesday?
Apparently so. Is it Sandy, Jimmy? You looked it up?
It is.
Yeah. Sandy tonight.
Told you.
Give him some run support. It is Wednesday. It is Sandy. So you were right. All the boxes are checked. We'll talk with Steven Strom later on in the show. He's in Philly for the game tonight. Tomorrow, Dolphins have a joint practice with the New York Giants. And then Saturday, it is preseason game number 2 for your Miami Dolphins. We have no official word yet, right, on who's playing?
No.
Okay. If anyone's playing, we have, no real idea. Although we listened to that sound from Jeff Hafley yesterday where he said, hey, the joint practices are kind of where it's at for me. I'm not into having somebody play 40 snaps in a joint practice and then making them go out there 2 days later. So I think we kind of know that you're not. If you see a player Saturday, I think it would be for one series like you saw last Friday.
Yes. And this is the new age NFL. This putting stuff, you're playing 40 snaps, now you can't play 40 snaps 2 days later. Go play football. You're a football player.
Yeah, those days are long gone.
We sit down. Like I said, I'm not supposed to reveal our guest of upcoming podcasts, but a lot of these young dudes, they ask about that. They're like, so y'all would practice in the morning and practice again at night? Like, what's going on? And we're like, yes, that's what football was, but football is not that way anymore.
They would practice, and then during the afternoon time off before the late practice, they'd drink a couple of beers and smoke a couple of cigarettes.
Yes.
Everybody was fine. Nobody had COPD. Everybody was fine. Walked around, you had your cigarette, your beer.
Davey Alehouse had my chicken wings and beer ready after that first practice.
You're old enough to have gone through 2-a-days?
Yeah. I did 2-a-days with my last year was 2010. I did 2-a-days my whole career.
Like hard 2-a-days?
Saban and Parcells?
Like run and like you were gassed by the end of the night.
Man, Nick Saban, 9-on-7 is a drill that's all runs. There's no passes. There's no receivers. It's called 9-on-7. It's 9 offensive players versus 7 defensive players, just the box. You know it's a run. We did that. We stretched. We did 9-on-7. Then we went to individual. You're going to go out there and bust. I had to bust my shoulder into Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams every single day, twice a day as soon as I walked on the field.
What is the purpose of that? Just to be physical nonstop to get you in a physical mood?
Yeah. It's the run game. There's going to be a time in every game where you know they're running. They know they're going to run, and we have to be grown men. It's like it's really a testosterone drill.
Right.
It has nothing to do with football. It's
Right,
just
that's what I'm saying.
get
Like,
going.
this is a run. Who's got the bigger beasts to stop or move forward? Like, that's and it's what it's just over and over on 9-on-7s.
And when I had Keith Traylor, Vonnie Holliday, Kevin Carter, Zach Thomas, Junior Seau, Jason Taylor next to me, I felt very good. Then we brought in Paul Soliai and Philip Merlin and Kendall Langford, and it didn't go the same way it did when I had them dogs in front of me. So,
Not
yes,
crazy, though. Kendall Langford is such a big human being.
Kendall's huge, but
Like,
he's not as big. He's not as big as Vonnie or Kevin.
No.
Kevin Carter and Vonnie Holliday.
Carter, yeah, I don't know Vonnie Holliday well, but Kevin Carter is a monster.
And Keith Traylor, it's so funny. I was just telling my son about the story about when I sunk my boat, when truck bust the alligator in the head with a Heineken bottle out in the Everglades. Truck was 6'4", 380. That was his drill. Truck loved 9-on-7 because they're running at us. I'm about to choke this center to death and make a tackle. It was so easy to have those guys in front of you.
Man, different times. Now it's all agility. You got cameras measuring your move. You get to see a hologram of yourself later on that night, trying to look fleet-footed.
Yeah. They have a tracker in the back of their pads that say how far they ran that day. We didn't care how far we ran. We just ran when they told us to run. Jump, how high?
You had a tracker. It was called Marlboro Reds. I tracked how many out of 20 cigarettes I heated up today.
No filter.
Well, it's not like those two-a-days necessarily led to winning football either. I'm just pointing that out.
But men were men. We lost as men.
We were just talking to Sean McVay about it.
Lost as men.
Sean McVay was saying, he was like, guys, y'all don't understand how the regulations of practice now are so different. He said, like, if you hit one day, you have to take 4 days off. If you really tackle to the ground, you have to take days off.
Didn't we read something where it was like by the end of the season, there's maybe 35 days of practice? From like training camp through the end of the season, that there's maybe 35 practices.
And that's why I think it is, I don't want to say it's about the head injury stuff. And I understand it. I respect it. The CTE, Junior Seau was my buddy and all of that. I think it's edge for the offense to do better than the defense because defensively, you have to whoop ass. Offensively, 100%. You can do the cutesy stuff and make plays. But defensively, you got to go out there and choke somebody to death.
No, I think the rules allow for the offense to flourish more than when you played. But no, they limit practice because you limit wear and tear on investments. And the reality is every single one of these players are a massive investment for these franchises,
but they limit practices because of the players' union. The players' union demanded a limit of practices. If the owners and the general managers and the coaches had their way, there would still be two-a-days because they want winning football. They want, machines that are practiced. If the Players Association starts saying, which has happened over time, no, we need to protect our players, and they do use the head injury thing as a way to forward a lot of that. But if they say, no, we're not allowing players to practice more, this new collective bargaining agreement is going to limit the number of consecutive practices. This collective bargaining agreement is going to limit the number of padded practices. And you have to have give and take if you're the negotiating parties.
But you can't be serious that two-a-days actually makes a difference in winning football or not. Like, I understand the idea.
It is, Solana. There's a drill I did.
Come on.
So two-a-days, you're practicing double the time, you're hitting more. That's not going to make a difference on your team. That's naive.
Good teams had two-a-days. Bad teams had two-a-days too. You don't think if 2 days were allowed, the first thing Jeff Hafley would have done would have been in?
Better coaches will get more out of better teams via two-a-days than they will out of one practice a day. And you can make that face. So do you have no limit on that? In other words, you're saying two-a-days can't help.
No, it can for sure. More practice time.
Well, that's all it is. It's
all it
it's
is.
the 10,000 hour rule, right? So if you do anything for 10,000 hours, you're going to be better at it than someone who hasn't. And if you legislate away the ability to do 10,000 hours of anything or to practice as much as humanly possible, which, by the way, you see the players, the really good ones, continue to practice on their own, right? They continue to practice. Sergei Bobrovsky, like it's all limited in hockey as well. Sergei Bobrovsky's out there. We miss him, of course. But Sergei Bobrovsky's out there before anyone else gets out there and after anyone else gets out there. He's a robot. But yeah, I would say more practice always helps.
You don't think
if you have good
you don't
coaches,
you
by
don't
the
think
way.
that you don't think that there was a drill. It was from the hash to the sideline, and they would just pitch the running back the ball, and the linebackers had to run up and get them on the ground. Like you had to tackle them full tilt. You don't think that me going to find a way to get Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams on the ground is going to help me in week 16 when I'm playing a LaDainian or Adrian Peterson or a Marshawn Lynch? It helped a lot.
And think about it. He's got 15 tries to figure it out against Ronnie, or he's got 75 tries to figure it out against Ronnie. In the long run, that is going to help him with his form, be able to bring someone down. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I don't think it's reality. I think the more you practice something, the better off you're going to be. If you're, in other words, but it all works in concert. You're not going to take a terrible team and say, they're a great team if you give them two-a-days.
But the way Crowder was discussing two-a-days, because I understand what you're saying, and I don't even think it's arguable. The more you practice, the better you are at something, 100%. But the way Crowder was describing two-a-days was it just proved who was a manlier man when you'd come out there and bust each other in the head a second time that day, which is essentially what Dan Campbell did when he took over the Dolphins in 2000 and whatever that was, in 2012, 2013, when he implemented Oklahoma drills. Let's see who's the manliest man. And the reality is, like, that sounds good.
Well, they won their next game.
Right. And then what
they
happened?
won I don't know, but they won the game after the Oklahoma drill.
Yeah, and then what happened? That doesn't equate to winning football every time.
It won that week.
Yeah.
Solana, it's if you have a pea shooter and they have a shotgun, they're gonna win games, but you have to see what you have. You have to see and prove that you need to go out there and physically dominate another person. I think a number of teams would be better if they had two-a-days. The physically dominant teams, those are the ones that have to, like, it's a phrase, get it out the mud. We don't have Matt Stafford. We don't have Josh Allen. We don't have Patrick Mahomes. We have to go and try to physically whoop somebody. You bring up Dan Campbell. The Detroit Lions do that right now. They're not dominant rosters. They literally go out there and physically dominate another team. And that's what you saw and learned through those two-a-days, that, okay, we don't have all pro receivers. We're going to run the ball 38 times, and they got to see if they're tougher than us.
Speaking of manly men, happy birthday, Jonathan Martin, 37 years old today. All right, let's do a quick look at the headlines because I want to have time with Zach Gelb. He's going to join us this hour. Today is National Potato Day, by the way. Perhaps we were talking about Gia during the show yesterday. Perhaps you want to let Gia know that it's National Potato Day, and maybe she can rename herself Potato Jones and all the other potato variations that she did for us 7 or 8 years ago. Just let you know, today's National Potato Day. Real quick look at the headlines brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
I just texted her, hey, National Potato Day. Any chance we can get Potato Jones to make a comeback?
And that's why it pays to be a ride or die with this show. Because if you haven't been listening to us every day for a decade, you're lost. But the 4 people who've been with us for the entire ride, you cannot wait for Potato Jones to deliver your traffic.
So the Marlins do play tonight. Tonight's game is at 6:10 p.m.
6:05.
6:05.
6:05.
Yeah, 6:05.
On AM 560.
Correct.
Not on the FM.
It's not. Yeah. We're going to have High School Sports Show tonight here on the FM AM 560 at 6:05. Tonight's Marlins game. Like Hawk mentioned, the Marlins did lose yesterday. There's some national NFL news. There was also a rumor regarding the Miami Heat.
There was?
Yeah, but it has not proven to be true. There was a report that the Heat had signed center Nick Richards, who there is some photos of him working out here in Miami.
Oh, I did see some tweet about, hey, don't forget, people work out here all the time. Don't let that.
Right. And there was one person on Twitter claiming that the Heat had signed him, but Barry Jackson from the Miami Herald, he has tweeted that the Heat has kicked around the idea of adding him. He's on the list of possibilities, Barry writes, but there's been no official offer and no deal as of today.
All right.
Yeah. All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, it is 90 degrees. Yesterday was one of the hottest days in the history of the city of Miami.
You know, people don't realize this. It does not reach 100 degrees in Miami. Never does. It's humid as hell, and the heat index makes it feel like it's hotter. It never reaches 100 degrees. It did yesterday, and my car today driving down said 100 degrees on it.
I don't like it.
Oh, I don't either. But, man, you get to December, holy hell.
I mean, why not? Mr. Two-A-Days, what don't you like about it? Get out there, throw your pads on.
I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. Now I'm just throwing
Saban,
balls in a batting cage. It's too hot to throw balls in a batting cage at 101.
That's why Nick Saban built the bubble.
It's too hot.
Yeah, it's hot right now. It's in the mid-90s. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Beat the storm. Schedule your free roof and window estimate today. Call 954-968-8155.
All right, the big Gelbalina is going to join us in the next segment. Zach Gelb. Oh, Solana's been giving everybody cute nicknames.
I like that.
The big Gelbalina?
The big
Gelbalina?
Yeah. You have anything better? Because Gino Torretta, we've got him as the Great Gabagool or the Big Tortellini.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Strom joining us later.
The Stromboli.
The Stromboli. That happens to be a good nickname.
Right.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Gelb, the great, what did I call him? The Great Gelbini? I don't even know what I called him.
The Great Gelbalina.
The Great Gelbalina?
Gelbalina.
Yeah, Gelbalina.
How about the Great Gelbini?
Gelbini's better because it connotes masculinity.
Right.
Does
How about
Gelbalina sounds womanly.
How about Gelbino Cook? Remember the old college football analyst on ESPN, Bino Cook?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then you never listened to Hank Goldberg's show because he was on 4 times a week. I'm not even lying.
Gelbalino.
How about Zach? No. How about Gelbino Cook? Google image search Bino Cook and see if it fits, okay? All right. Zach Gelbino Cook is going to join us in the next segment. No better way to spend a summer day than Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach. You found Bino Cook?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah.
All right, Gelbino Cook.
Yeah.
Gelbino Cook.
No, Jack.
He's an expert. Was an expert. May he rest in peace. Gelbino Cook. No better way to spend a summer day than Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach. They have live racing every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday through August 31st. The Monday racing features weekly on-track giveaways, a $500 drawing, new wagers, and food and drink specials. $3 Mondays in the Silk Simulcast Center include $3 cheese pizza slices, $3 soft pretzels, $3 hot dogs, plus enjoy $3 Budweiser drafts at the Breezeway Bar. You can make reservations in 10 Palms Restaurant and enjoy prime seating and dining while overlooking the track. 10 Palms is open Saturday, Sunday, Monday during the summer as well, and you can make reservations at GulfstreamPark.com. The next Taste at the Track is Saturday, August 29th. It is Taste of Havana. There will be a full menu of Cuban food, a cocktail menu featuring expertly crafted mojitos and daiquiris and other Cuban-inspired cocktails. Taste at the Track, Saturday, August 29th. So make it a day at Gulfstream Park. Nothing better. It is hot, but it is beautiful. You bet on some horse racing. Enjoy the great sights and sounds at Gulfstream Park. You can get all the details at GulfstreamPark.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Marlins pitching coach is visiting Uri right now. I'll give you $10 if you know the pitching coach's name.
Sam.
WQAM broadcast.
right there. What do you think of the nickname Gelbino Cook?
I liked it better when I couldn't hear you guys. Only chanting. I only like chanting on this show. I don't like the elf and the pencil geek guy.
How about the great Gelbino?
Yeah, that works. But you said Gelbalina. Like in Spanish, you put an A on it. That is feminine.
I told him that, Gelby. I said, I don't like Gelbalina.
I'm not a man and I'm not 40. I'm a man, I'm 32. But like, geez, come on. What are we doing here?
So Gelbino Cook, then. I mean, that was a man's man. The guy was hammering whiskeys, picking college games. He was having the time of his life. Do you remember Bino Cook, or are you too young?
I remember the name, but when I Googled him, he looked like the dude in Mr. Deeds. You know, when they're at the ceremony at the end where they're trying to make all the rich guys like hate money, and the guy is on the what was the slaughterhouse guy? That rich guy with the slaughterhouse.
Crowder loves Mr. Deeds, man.
Here comes the Blackfoot.
Yeah. I like to change your socks, Mr. Deeds.
Anyway, the official introduction, because Zach Gelb is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He is a radio host all over the nation for Odyssey stations. He fills in for me here on WQAM. Everybody knows I'm going to be off for a while. Is Gelby filling in while I'm off?
Yes, he will be filling in almost every day that
Look
you're
at
off.
that, Gelbino Cook having a regular gig here in Miami. But you hear him. He hosted with Craig Carton on Monday on WFAN in New York. He was on WEEI in Boston. This weekend, he was on 95.7 The Fan in Houston. He gets around. Follow him on social media at Zach Gelb, ZachGelb. As long as you're wearing the New York hat, because he's based in New York. And I do want to talk Dolphins and Malik Willis and preseason football. But we had an interesting question on the show the last couple of days, because we were talking about Bam and Giannis, obviously, coming up. And Solana had given us this question: would you rather have Bam and Giannis or Bam and SGA? And Solana and I both took Bam and Giannis. Now, maybe it's because I'm excited about the pairing. Crowder said, y'all are crazy. It's Bam and SGA. But I'm going to ask you something New York related. Yesterday, we got to, would you rather have Bam and Giannis or Bam and Jalen Brunson?
Well, to answer the first question, I agree with Crowder. And I think Crowder is the wise voice now on this show with all matters, because SGA is better than Giannis, I would say, going into this season.
I think he might be right on that one, just to interject. I think I'm excited about Giannis being here.
And the fit is better, too.
And, well, the fit is better. There's no question. But Giannis is more fun to watch.
Sure. Because, is Giannis the most fun player I've ever seen to play? No, but he is the Greek freak. And SGA, with the foul merchant stuff, people get a little bit bored with that. But he's still a phenomenal player where that's what we're nitpicking. It's just kind of ridiculous.
But fellas, I looked this up. When he averages 30 points a game, he goes to the line 9 times. So like 65, 70% of his shots are shots. Because Solana was saying his game's boring.
A third of his points are free throws.
From the line, like, is that a boring basketball game? That's what people do. Dwayne Wade used to go to the line a lot.
When you win, I don't care what you do. If it's exciting, if it's boring, if that's what people are nitpicking when you win, it's like, oh, it's boring. Oh, he's a free throw merchant. Whatever. I'd rather have the championship than be a play-in tournament team. So the question here is Giannis and Bam or Jalen Brunson and Bam?
Yeah.
Giannis is the better overall player, but in the year of 2026, Jalen Brunson, more recent champion than that Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, yeah, but that way you're using better player as the determining factor for picking SGA
with a lot of injuries
over Giannis, but then you're saying Giannis is the better player when it comes to Jalen Brunson, but then you're ignoring that parameter and just picking Jalen Brunson.
No, I'm not. I answered the question the way that I wanted to answer the question, and that's how I'm going to do so. I actually should get a lot of credit for doing this appearance today. I'm going to give you guys an exclusive. My doctor told me, very healthy, got to just get more vitamin D. So, when you're like crouched over a bit and you're looking at the, I had to go get over-the-counter vitamin D, and then you stand up too quickly and you get lightheaded.
Yeah.
I think I partially fainted 20 minutes ago, and I still made it back here to do the show today. So I deserve credit for that.
You all right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. So however I answer the question is what I'm giving it, is how you're getting it today, and I don't want to be pressed on anything.
Well, your answer kind of made me lightheaded because you said one thing on one side. Of
Sorry.
your mouth, and one
I had
thing
a
came out of the
championship
other.
ring that stuck in my ear. I couldn't hear what you said.
He really is very similar to Gelbino Cook because Bino Cook was a cantankerous guest as well. He was a know-it-all, you see. All right, so you're sticking with that. Would you rather have – we had this conversation. I don't remember if I asked you or not, but we had this conversation with Ira Winderman last week. Would you rather have, on paper, the Heat roster next season? Let's say they add Klay Thompson.
Okay.
Let's pretend like they get Klay Thompson.
And Megan Thee Stallion won't be coming with him.
Would you rather have the Heat roster or the Knicks roster?
Okay. This is now how I'll give you an honest question. Yes, Giannis is a better player than Jalen Brunson. You'd rather have Giannis than Brunson. Overall team, I'd rather the Knicks team than the Heat team. It's a more complete team. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, the guys they have off the bench.
But I'll tell you what Ira said. Ira said, I mean, we all know how difficult it is to repeat in the NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
We thought Jokic and the Nuggets were going to be unstoppable for however many years.
Whenever someone wins a championship, it's the prisoner of the moment. They're going to be a dynasty. It's ridiculous.
So Ira's contention was, hey, it's difficult as it is already to repeat. Everything seemingly went right for the Knicks last season. Wouldn't you rather be the Heat going into this season?
No.
You would not.
You know what? I'm actually disappointed in Ira. I thought Ira was an objective voice. I thought Ira was not a homer. Move over Solana. Solana the shill no more. Ira Winderman is now simping for the Miami Heat.
Wow. I don't know if it's that much deeper than the Heat's roster, though. I mean, if you really look at the Heat's roster, I'm not.
The Knicks have a
kidding you.
complete team. The Heat do not.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Their backcourt, Hawk. We talked about this. That their guards are very questionable. And I know Solana thinks this Pella Larson is about to be Dwayne Wade, but their backcourt is questionable.
I don't think their backcourt is questionable when you consider the fact that Giannis Antetokounmpo is
not better than the Knicks, though.
Your ball handler, and those guys, like, you don't need prime Chris Paul. You don't need prime Russell Westbrook as a point guard because you have Giannis Antetokounmpo. What you need are complementary players. And correct me if I'm wrong, when Giannis Antetokounmpo won a championship with the Milwaukee Bucks, who was the point guard on that team? Would anybody be able to tell me?
Drew Holiday.
Other than Gelb.
Very
I just
good.
gave you
Drew
the answer.
Holiday is a very good basketball
No.
player, Solana.
He's very good, but I'm just Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Brooke Lopez, and Bobby Portis was the starting lineup for that team.
This Heat team is better.
This Heat team, yeah, I'm just saying it's similar. Like, you don't just necessarily have to look at a position and say, oh, well, you don't have a superstar or a star there, so that team is missing something. Well, no. Like, you don't need a superstar point guard playing alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo to be successful.
Okay, here's an interesting exercise. I didn't think we were going to get into this conversation. You want to say out of the Knicks and Heat roster that Giannis is the best player, I'll give it to you. Jalen Brunson's in the second. I would then say Cat is slightly better than Bam Adebayo, 3-4.
Ooh.
After that, even if you disagree, don't get caught up on that.
Either way, you've got out of the four best players,
Two and two
are on the Heat, 2 are on the Knicks.
How many Knicks would you take before you take the next Miami Heat?
I think I'm taking OG Anunoby.
Mikal Bridges.
No,
Mikal
I would
Bridges.
take Andrew Wiggins
Andrew
over Mikal
Wiggins.
Bridges.
Oh, my Lord. Do
No,
you see the
you
defensive
fellas.
stops that Mikal Bridges makes? You
Who's
see what he
that
did in
guy?
Boston 2
You're
years
not
ago?
you're not taking Wiggins over Bridges. That's crazy.
Who's that guy I love, Solana on the Knicks with the long flowing hair?
At the end of the bench, Gelby.
He's beautiful.
Deuce McBride, Landry Shamet?
No, at the
No,
end of
no.
the bench. The problem is he's a fake Knicks fan.
Oh,
So you
Tyler
can't even really-
Kolek?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tyler Kolek.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I take
Sorry.
that guy. Yeah, I take that.
Even
guy.
the little light-skinned boy,
He doesn't even
Josh.
play. Oh, Josh Hart.
Josh Hart is I take Josh Hart
That's
over
a
Andrew
Heat culture
Wiggins.
type of player. That's some toughness on that dude.
Is the stuff I see on Twitter from him really Josh Hart?
It's really Josh
That's
Hart.
really Josh Hart.
Dude is a wild card.
What's
on Twitter, man.
got?
He was like that at Villanova.
What? Like
I love him.
I came to the conclusion. I'm like, This just has to be like that account I follow, Liam Neeson, and people think it's Liam Neeson. I'm like, there's no way this can be Josh Hart.
Josh
That's
Hurt,
actually
make
Josh
make
Hart?
the Twitter account instead of Josh Hart.
Yeah.
By
All
the
right, let me
way,
ask-
also,
Yeah, go ahead.
you would also take Mike Brown over Eric Spoelstra.
No.
Stop it.
I'm just trying to trigger Solana.
All right.
okay.
Okay. All right.
You triggered me, Gelby. No, Jack.
Would you trade Mike Brown for Bam Adebayo?
Yes. I love Mike Brown. He's in
just
Italy.
wanted-
Just talked to him the other day. But
just wanted to
yes,
make
to
sure.
Solana's argument, I take the player over the coach
Okay,
10 times out of 10.
I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page on that one. All right, real quick before we run out of time, Malik Willis, he had one drive with the Dolphins in preseason game 1 last Friday. They have a game against the Giants coming up this Saturday. The drive that he orchestrated was fun to watch.
Yep.
Like, he was multifaceted. They went down and scored. He looked like he was composed and in control. What'd you think?
I thought he got the ball out quickly. He looked like a professional, had good command. Right when I was watching the highlights, I'm like, I wish he would take a deep shot. Then he did, and I think it was Douglas who made that heck of a catch. And you saw towards the end of the drive a little mobility in the dual facet phase of one Malik Willis. I think he's a mid quarterback. Like, I don't think he's great. I don't think he's your answer, but he was competent. And with all the new look of this team and not the too many shiny pieces that they have on offense, I was, for a preseason game, and I don't put much stock in the preseason, I was impressed with what Malik Willis did in his command of the offense.
And Gelby, they're having joint practices with the Giants leading up to the game this weekend.
Should I punch you now, Crowder? Because there's always a fight at one of those joint practices.
But the Saints got after it. Who are they? Boy, I love that. I like a good old fight.
That's your kind of joint.
Those are good. Like, the training camp's monotonous. These OTAs, monotonous. Preseason games even boring. The joint practices, those are something I'm interested in.
Yeah, my son asked me, he was like, Daddy, did you fight at practice? I said, man, I fought my own team. I didn't have a joint practice to fight. I'd slap a dude that I was in a hotel with earlier that day. The Giants.
Come here, Kevin Carter.
Not Kevin Carter, I hope.
Being in New York. No, KC, I'm not jumping on KC. KC's a big human. But Gary, being in New York, we were talking about it a couple of days ago, I think. New York, the Giants, I think they have a great roster, but they're supposed to be, or they're judged to be, the betting favorite is that they're going to lose the NFC East, the worst team. The Commanders, the Eagles, and the Cowboys are going to have better records than them. How do you feel about the Giants?
Yeah, they're a good roster. I would not say great. They have some pieces that are potential, which potential means you haven't done it yet. I think they're like anywhere, but if everything goes right for the Giants, they're a 9-win team. I think they're more of a 7 or 8-win team, which would be a good year for the Giants. Just that conference. Like, I was doing a show the other day on the Fan. You got Giant fans calling up saying they're going to the playoffs. I'm like, who are you taking out of the NFC to put the Giants in? Because the Eagles are better, the Cowboys are better, everyone in the NFC North is better. One team from the South has to go, and there's 3 teams better than them from the NFC West. So I just don't see how this team does what Chicago did last year, or does what the Patriots did a year ago as well.
Giants are my sleeper pick. We were talking about it yesterday. I think out of the East, like I just feel, I said it
Well,
yesterday.
I'm Bino Cook, and I tell you that's not going to happen, all right?
Gelbino Cook has laid down the law. No, I'm betting the Giants to win the NFC East at plus 550. I think it's worth a flyer.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you just send me the money and save the losing money, and I'll take it and I'll invest it well.
Will you take it at plus 550?
Yeah, so how much you throwing down?
$2,000.
To win the division? So you send me the $2,000, and then if it wins, I'll do the math, and we'll get you a lot in return for that.
Well, the math is $11,000.
Oh, okay.
You'll send
Yeah, I'm good for
$11,000.
$11,000 if I'm going to get $2,000 in here. That's easy, $2,000.
I'm not
I'll go
betting
tackle
$2,000.
Jackson
By the
Dart
way,
in the street. He goes to Old Mates down in Financial
District.
District.
Don't text me or my wife. I'm not betting $2,000 on anything. I'm not betting $2,000 on anything.
Channing and I will, next time he comes in the city, he'll actually hang out with me because Jackson Dart goes to this bar down here called Old Mates. Channing and I will tackle him, and we'll win the money, and then we'll split it.
Here we go. I'll take this 5,500.
All right, Zach Gelb. Gelbino Cook. Follow him on social media. ZACHGELB. Are you in for me this Friday?
I believe so, yes.
All right, you'll hear Gelby this Friday. I'll be off
Hakalina,
for,
great job, buddy.
Gelbina, always a pleasure. Zach Gelb joining us there, and he'll be filling in for me several times while I'm on vacation. I'm leaving Friday, and I'll be gone for a week, and then I'll be in Napa Valley another week. But I'll be doing some shows periodically throughout my Park City and Napa Valley.
Oh, can't hide money. It's the same.
I'll be back. I will be back September 4th for Hurricane Stanford. And you won't catch me on vacation up until February after the Dolphins hoist that Super Bowl trophy.
Napa Valley, huh?
Napa Valley.
Big man.
I'm going to the Catalina wine mixer. All right, we got to take a break.
He got something. We have to agree the anniversaries are very special, and my friends at Ed Morris are celebrating 80 years in business. That's not a mistake. Teddy Morris, Chris Atkins, who's the GM over there at Ed Morris, they have put together an amazing team. And at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac, they're commemorating the occasion by what they do best, giving special savings on Cadillac luxury. I am a happy, proud, and great Ed Morris customer. My whole entire driveway is backed by Morris, and yours should be too. Right now, you got to get in these all-electric Cadillacs. My wife has an all-electric Cadillac. The all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic right now, you can get in for just $349 a month. And the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics is just $369 a month. I just got out of a Lyrics. I had to go over there and get my truck serviced. They gave me a Lyrics. I'm telling you, these cars are beautiful. Ed Morris has been family owned and operated for 80 years. They know how to take care of their customers. That's why the catchphrase is backed by Morris, because once you're backed by Morris, you're going to know there's nobody else to be backed by. Don't miss out on the 80th year anniversary. See my friends at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year, Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. You're going to see the beautiful lot. You're going to see the beautiful cars, and then you're going to go in there and meet the beautiful people. You can't miss out. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, being backed by Morris is something different. I tell y'all all the time. They text you, they email you when your car needs service. I have an app that if my tire pressure is low, the app tells me, hey, bring it in, and then I get an email from Ed Morris telling, hey, bring it in, your tire pressure low, let us check it out. Being backed by Morris is something that nobody does but Ed Morris. You got to click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hot Crowder and Solana Show.
Anybody want Carol Snooker's number? video up. I always get thrown off when the video doesn't go up. Feel like no one's hearing me, even though everyone's hearing me, and get all thrown off. There was a movie released today, speaking of movies. My show sheet. On this day in 2016, War Dogs was
such a
released
good
at
movie.
theaters. Play some music from War Dogs. That soundtrack is great. Is it a Limp Bizkit song that's in that? It's like,
I don't remember the soundtrack necessarily being like a part of the movie that I remember.
well, it's a lot of music that speaks to me. Like
Gotcha.
it's older music. There is such great use of music in that movie. War Dogs is the movie that sold me that Jonah Hill is a great actor.
Yeah.
Like not just a good actor. I think he was awesome in Superbad. I think he was This Is the End is a funny as hell movie. We were talking about that the other day. Obviously Wolf of Wall Street. War Dogs is the movie that convinced me that Jonah Hill is a great actor.
Two of them, War Dogs and Moneyball.
Yeah, he was good in Moneyball.
Well, just the fact that he proved he wasn't
Right.
just a character like
Right.
larger than life character in
One
every
trick
movie.
pony.
Right.
Yeah. Man, War Dogs. I didn't see War Dogs till it had been out for, 5 years, 6 years. I think I watched it over COVID for the first time. That movie is great.
Awesome.
I love that movie. And it's based on a true story.
And local time.
Yeah, Miami guys.
The dude was
Yeah.
from Miami.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, coming up on the program today, we'll get you caught up on the headlines in the 3 o'clock hour. In the 4 o'clock hour, Steven Strom is going to join us. Marlins and Phillies, Game 3 tonight. It's a 6:05 first pitch. The game tonight will be on 5:60 a.m. starting at 5:30. 5:60 a.m. starting at 5:30. Before we take a break and get to the 3 o'clock hour, I want to tell you about my good friends and the amazing award-winning team at Durrell Kia. Whenever you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Durrell Kia. You could take advantage of a Pricito right now on popular new Kia models like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Durrell Kia today. You don't want to miss your chance to save on a new Kia. And Mitchell, the Kia boss who runs the entire dealership, he and his entire staff will take great care of you. They took great care of the Hochmans. We bought our son DJ a Kia K4 at Durrell Kia, and the pleasant experience that we had, I'm sure, is the pleasant experience you will have. So make sure you visit them at Durrell Kia, the dealership right there in Durrell, or you could start shopping for your Pricito right now online at DurrellKia.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I know one guy on France, Mbappe. worry about Jimmy the Bedbug.
Jimmy would just ask his supervisor.
Yeah, Jimmy the Bedbug, totally different guy than Jimmy, the guy who asked the supervisor for everything. All right, we'll get some headlines here for the 3 o'clock hour, and we'll talk with Steven Strom in the 4 o'clock hour. So I do have odds here for all the divisions in the NFL. So we were talking with Zach Gelb in the last hour, and we had talked yesterday about the chances of, the Giants winning the NFC East. But these are all the different division odds. This is on ESPN. This is not the Hard Rock app. This is off ESPN. So it might be a little bit different than what you see on the ESPN, on the Hard Rock app. The NFC East, Eagles are the favorite, plus 120. Cowboys plus 215, Commanders plus 475, and the Giants plus 600. And I really do think I'm going to take a flyer on the Giants to win that division. Now, if you go to
Cowboys.
I'll stick in the NFC here, and then we'll get to the AFC. But NFC North, Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota. Who do you think wins the division?
Who? Detroit.
Over Chicago.
Yes. I'm sorry. I know you're a Chicago guy.
Well, I don't know if they can replicate what they did last year. They had 6 come from behind fourth quarter wins?
There were a lot of
that.
them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Like, that's not a recipe for sustained success.
It's the same thing with the Broncos, where they're having these crazy fourth quarters. Like, I don't think that's sustainable. And that's why I would say Detroit. I think Detroit's game plan is very sustainable. And now Jahmyr Gibbs is in the backfield by himself without David Montgomery. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is about to go crazy.
Packers.
You like the Packers?
I like the Packers.
So the favorite is the Lions at plus 170, which surprises me because I figured it would be the Packers or the Bears. Packers are next at plus 225. Bears are plus 305, and the Vikings are plus 510. I'm not, I don't know what Kyler Murray is going to end up doing, but I think if you do think the Bears were onto something last season, to get them as division winner at plus 300 or better, that is a hell of a preseason price, man.
Oh, a great bet. And Caleb Williams can play. Like him and Ben Johnson, I think they found them a combination, but I just think I think that physicality of the Lions, I think they're gonna just wear people down all game.
It's a tough division.
It
They're
is.
You can make case for all those teams on paper, no?
Yeah.
See what else is here. NFC East, we did. NFC West, Rams, Seahawks, Niners, Cardinals.
Oh, Rams, walk away. They're Super Bowl favorites.
Yeah. No one's going to disagree with the Rams, right?
How about the defending champion Seattle Seahawks?
No.
I mean, what?
To win the division, honestly?
Yeah, they won the division last year.
No, I understand.
They won the Super Bowl.
You think they're gonna win over the Rams with Myles Garrett, who I don't know if you saw the video, he makes me look like a child.
I understand why the Rams are favorites. I love Matthew Stafford. I love Sean McVay. I like that team. I genuinely do. But they were the favorites going into last year too, and they didn't win the division. Like, that's an older team. I could see them not prioritizing the regular season, and Seattle, who just won it, does it again. Mr. 305. Dale.
God bless. Dale.
Dale.
Thank you, Bedbug.
You're welcome.
305, sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. I would bet the Rams. I understand the case that you're making for the Seahawks. Rams are minus 105. Seahawks are plus 215. Much like the Bears, if you think the Seahawks are actually the better team in that division, plus 215 is probably the best price you're going to get for a defending Super Bowl champion, right? I mean,
But
Niners
you get Myles Garrett, and we just saw the video of Aaron Donald working out. Like, we know that's about to happen.
I get it. Niners are plus 305, and the Cardinals are plus 10,000.
I'm good on the Cardinals.
Yeah. NFC South, it's a tough one, too. Buccaneers, Saints. I know who Solana's picking. Carolina Panthers or the Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons.
Even after preseason game 1, when they looked like the worst team in the history of organized football.
Man, if they had a quarterback, could they be good? They are loaded at every Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, like Tua, just give somebody else the ball and leave them alone.
It's almost impossible that they could be as bad as they looked. So I don't think they're going to be as bad as they looked in preseason game 1. Like we've talked about it. I think didn't your 1-15 team, weren't you 4-0 in the preseason?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it means anything.
No.
The Falcons are too loaded. I don't know if they can win the division, though.
But the other teams are bad.
Tampa?
Like, you believe in Tampa, Baker Mayfield?
I believe in Baker Mayfield as being like a winner. Now, to see him without Mike Evans is going to be a whole different ball game because that was a great combo. But I don't know. What's the deal on Vita Vea?
He's not reporting and
he's
he's
not
asked for a
practicing,
trade.
so
And-
He's asked for a trade.
And Bowles, we talked about the odds on the first coach to get fired. Bowles is up there. Like, I'm a Bucks fan. I would love the Bucks to be the leader, but I don't think they will.
They might be a disaster. They could be a dumpster fire. Solana, I'm guessing you're taking Bryce Young and the Panthers?
By default, though, I don't feel confident in that. I don't feel confident about the Panthers, but they won the division last year at 8-9, and I feel like that's where this is headed again. I have zero confidence in the Buccaneers to win this division. I have zero confidence in the Saints, even though Tyler Shuck, maybe everybody's sleeping on Tyler Shuck.
Well, everybody kind of got a little bit awoken by him last season.
Yeah.
They won 4 straight
Yeah.
games last year with
Yeah.
Tyler Shuck as a starting quarterback. So I don't know if we're just like not paying attention to the Saints, but that division's weird, man. Every year that
The
division
worst division in football. That's why it's weird.
Well, it's because like a few games you thought the Bucs are going right to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like there's a couple games you're like, oh, these guys are making a beeline to the Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden they can't put a victory together. And I don't know about Bryce Young. I know he looked so much better last season.
You gonna do this again? You're gonna give me more more tape?
You're going to ride this Bryce Young train to the end, aren't you?
Bryce Young reminds me of Tate Martell in many ways, and let me tell you why.
They added Jalen Phillips. They added another wide receiver. They've got Tet. They've got my guy Chuba Hubbard.
They do have some talent.
I mean, they're good. They're a good football team, and Bryce Young just has to not be terrible.
Well, he wasn't terrible last season.
Right.
You're taking all of the Falcons' skill positions over the Saints, the Bucs' skill positions. It comes down to the quarterback.
Right, but the Dolphins, you could have said the exact same thing in 2023 about the Miami Dolphins. They had the best weapons in the AFC, bar none. The Patriots stunk. The Bills, at that point, didn't have any elite wide receivers, and the Jets are the Jets. We had Tyreek Hill. We had Jalen Waddle. We had Devon Achane. We had Raheem Mostert. We had Mike Gesicki in 2022. Like, we had horses. We had weapons, and what did it mean? Nothing.
The number one offense in the league.
That is true.
You didn't win a playoff game.
Right.
No, now you're going to move the bar, but you bring up those names. I'm telling you what those people did. They were the number one offense in the NFL.
But you got to win the division. This exercise is strictly about winning the division.
The bar is the division. I'm not moving the bar. What'd they do? Didn't win the division, didn't win a playoff game. That's the bar.
Remember, it was so cold in Kansas City.
Right.
It was very cold.
Yeah.
Very cold.
It's too cold.
It's too cold. It's too cold.
Can I say something, speaking of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that I think is going to upset you, Hawk, and maybe some Canes fans?
If you say that Reuben Bain is going to be a bust,
I
don't
will
think he's going to be a
pop
bust.
your mouth.
I don't think he's going to be a bust.
Bedbug, get ready to jump on him.
Bedbug.
Get into position. Get into
If I
bug
give you a
position.
thumbs up, we got action.
Look at that. Bedbug is ready to roll.
How many videos?
You can't laugh when you're being intimidating, Bedbug. Or like the enforcer comes over to pick up the money, you know, like Goodfellas or something, but he's just laughing and giggling.
Reuben Bain, I love you. I think you're going to be great.
Don't do this.
We're good on the hour after practice ends videos every single day.
Oh, you loved it when it was Jimmy Butler showing up at 2 a.m. You loved Jimmy Butler showing up at the gym and waking everyone up to go open the gym for him. You're not into Ruben Bain staying late to work on his craft?
Every day I wake up, Ruben Bain is running through a dummy on the practice field by himself.
You know, every day I wake up,
What?
I'm doing a radio show with a dummy.
Why do you love it when the Mamba mentality? Why do you love it when the story about Jordan on The Last Dance? Why do you
Well,
love
I
it
didn't.
when it's people that you love and you don't
I-
love it when it's Ruben Bain? You're a Bain hater too.
I want to be very clear. When Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, when Kobe Bryant lost to the Big Three Heat and did the Look at Me Louie 5-hour practice session on the AAA court for no reason, because that team clearly wasn't going to beat the Miami Heat, and then they didn't end up doing anything in the playoffs, I didn't love it. I thought it was the most ridiculous Kobe Look at Me Louie thing ever. I didn't necessarily love Michael Jordan doing it in The Last Dance either. And I don't love a rookie who's done absolutely nothing, who's drafted high, and his expectations are through
But
the roof.
he couldn't have done anything in the NFL yet.
Correct,
He hasn't
correct.
played yet. He did a hell of a lot in college.
Correct. I love Ruben Bain. Genuinely,
Bed
I'm rooting
bug.
for him.
Bedbug.
But
Hit him,
ev-
Bedbug.
every
Get
day, every day I'm waking
Jump
up to
on
a
him,
video.
Bug.
I'm waking up to a
Bug.
video of Ruben Bain doing
Bug,
extra
jump on him.
reps. Extra
Jump on
reps.
him. Bug, you're sitting in your chair. Jump on him. What is
No, 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 no,
what
no.
is going on?
Physically touch him, Bug.
Yes, tackle him out of his chair. Bedbug, tackle him out of his chair.
Oh, Bedbug's so scared right
Oh
now.
my God, he is going to crap his pants.
I'm not scared.
That's right. Get him, Bedbug.
Get him, Bug.
Get him. I don't know what happened there. All right, let me do the AFC divisions in the next segment. Let's get headlines real quick here with Solana, who's shaking in his boots because Bedbug is ready to pounce. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami at a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
Unfortunately, we don't have time for our Sun Belt Conference quarterback rankings, so we'll circle back to that
All
a
right,
little bit
yeah,
later.
mark that down.
The Marlins do play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Sandy is on the bump tonight for the Fish. Unfortunately, they lost this series already against the Philadelphia Phillies.
And the Umps. They didn't just lose against the Phillies.
Right.
They lost against the Umps.
Yeah, it's fair. But that also means that the Phillies now own the tiebreaker against the Miami Marlins,
Sucks.
which sucks.
Yep.
The Marlins, there's still a lot of baseball left to play into next month, but they are losing ground in the wild card chase.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, any of you guys see that Brad Marchand had another surgery?
I saw that.
He released
Yes, you sent
a
it to us.
statement. Yeah, he had another surgery. Concerning at all? I mean, I know
He's going to miss the start of the season.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, you kind of know when you sign someone who's at the tail end of their career that you might not get 84 games a season. And, yes, it's 84 games this season.
Well.
But I think that's part and parcel of signing veterans like that. That guy's a team leader. That guy did everything and more that you needed from him. And so if he needs to be 100% healthy for the postseason, all for it.
Old people's bodies break down.
Yeah. Especially
But let's be
hockey
ready.
players.
Let's be ready for the postseason. I agree with Hawk.
I mean, that dude's taking a beating over his life.
just not the way I wanted to start this year, because last year was the hey, it is what it
They're
is season.
stacked still.
They're stacked. I'm not complaining. Like, I love Marchie. I'm just saying last year was the hey, it is what it is season. Let's all come back healthy. And then before everybody's coming back healthy, one of your core pieces has to miss more time because of another surgery.
Fair.
And because of his age, it was just a little bit concerning. I still think the Panthers will be fine. Just not the way I wanted the season to kind of get underway.
Yeah.
All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, it is 95 degrees. Yesterday it hit triple digits, bro. Triple digits.
Hot.
Mm.
Yeah, that thermometer was all the way up.
Chill, fam.
Shout out Didi across the hall at Power 96.
Yeah, ain't worth a damn.
This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Protect your home before the next storm.
Send that over to Miho. You might get an air shift.
Get your free roof and window estimate. Call 954-968-8155.
All right, I'm going to get into the AFC divisions in the next segment. We'll talk some more Dolphins and hoo-ha as well as we continue on this afternoon.
Hey, that is $30 million in guaranteed prizes, Sound. That's right, $30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circa Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rake. You've got the Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action, 128 ways to win. Then it's the Circa Survivor. Pick one winner each week, last one standing wins. And then you've got the Circa Grandissimo with a $100,000 entry. You got to enter in Nevada, but you can play from anywhere. That's $30 million in guaranteed prizes. Visit circasports.com for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
If it's going down, you know we on it. If it's going down, you know we on it. WQAM got Miami Sports. Yeah, we run it.
The Dolphins have a joint practice with the Giants tomorrow. Coach Jeff Hafley on what he's looking for.
This year in these joint practices, it's trying to figure out who we are, what we have, get our players better, get them more confident, push them to compete rather than try to out-scheme, confuse, and beat the New York Giants in a football practice. That would be more ego, and that would be a selfish move on my part than it would be about our team and trying to get them better.
The Dolphins and Giants play a preseason game at Hard Rock Stadium Saturday. Our
which is when Gia became famous on our show for Potato Jones and Hasselbeck potatoes and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden it's Potato Day today, and she's off. I mean, you think she intentionally took today off that she wouldn't have to repeat Potato Jones?
I don't think many shows celebrate Potato Day.
I don't think any shows other than ours. National Potato Day.
It's a big
Yeah.
day.
Oh, potato is ubiquitous. I mean, if I said to you, you had to remove potatoes from your diet, you would be unable to do so.
No, I could.
No, you could not.
I don't do carbs. I'm a meat guy.
Here's what makes me laugh about Crowder, among other things. He will say things as if they're fact if he just changed it the day before.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because during one of these commercial breaks, he told us he was making collard greens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Write your own jokes. But
I'm making collard greens right now.
But I can tell what's going on there. He's decided he's going to eat vegetables and give up carbs. And this was probably a decision yesterday.
Yep.
But now he's going to tell you, as if it's fact, I could give up potatoes because I don't eat carbs. But my guess is he's gone maybe 36 hours without a carb. You know what I mean? Like without a potato.
I had Rally's fries 2 nights ago.
Okay, so you haven't given up carbs.
But I've given up carbs now. I'm not lying. I've given up carbs.
Not only are Rally's fries carbs because they're potatoes, I believe they're soaked in a batter. They're double carbed.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you did fries extra carbs.
They were delicious. And I ate a spicy chicken sandwich, a double Rally's burger. It was, man, I had a good time up in Indy.
Sounds good.
But by the way, if you've really given up carbs, like truly, then you can't eat collard greens because collard greens have carbs.
Well, you can't give up carbs, but you
can.
All carbs?
If you're doing a carnivore diet, you can literally give up carbs, and then you have to supplement those that nutrition with.
I mean,
some
it's
sort of
it's
vitamins.
the Atkins diet, but even like the Atkins diet, like you're still going to take in 10 carbs in a day. Like you're not giving up total
And
carbs.
Solana talks like he's a nutrition expert.
I'm not talking like I'm a nutrition expert.
Yes, you do. That is such your wheelhouse.
What's my whey protein shake is really scrumptious. What are you talking about,
There's
Solana?
one nutrition expert on this show.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, because once a week I drink a Starbucks caramel macchiato with protein foam. Once a week. But I feel tremendous.
You look like you're putting on some muscle, man.
Well, it's the protein foam for sure.
Yeah.
I actually I scoop it off and I put it in my shirt where muscles are supposed to be and see if it'll hang there for a couple of hours. Let me do these other divisions. I was so mad at Josh Appel too. Josh Appel is in Houston for Sports USA. He's on a game tomorrow. I'm guessing it's the Texans, and I don't know. Regardless,
So let's just quickly talking about working out. So this morning, Chan, he doesn't start school till next week. So now he just has to deal with me every day as his trainer. I had him run 1.5 miles, and then we worked out in the garage, and then he had to go hit baseballs, and then he had to ride his bike 8 miles. And now he's headed to his trainer to start working. And I kept yelling, work is work. And he looked at me at one point when he was exhausted. He was like, Daddy, that's the stupidest thing in the world to say, work is work.
yeah, I'm in agreement with him.
You really think like just work is work. Work is work. And I kept yelling at every rep. And he was getting so frustrated. I'm screaming, work is work.
You can't say, speaking of working out, and then tell us about someone else's workout.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not working out.
But you made it seem as if you were about to tell us about some big workout that you did with Ryan and Fred. And, you told us about your 14-year-old son, who we know is working his ass off because I've seen him on the highlights on social media. He's the next PCA.
And he loves PCA. We talked about it yesterday.
Did you see PCA opened the game last night, Cubs White Sox,
with a bang.
opened the game the night before with a home run, and then ended it with a walk-off, and then comes up for his next at-bat, another ding-dong. That's crazy.
I think it's encouraging that I'm having him do box jumps and abs, and I'm eating sprees.
Encouraging to whom?
Just because I don't need to. This is my garage. This is my house. This is my property. I work for this. You need to come catch me. So I'm gonna sit and eat sprees.
Oh, I see. You're showing
while
him
you're working out.
You're showing him what the fruits of his labor could be.
Thank you. Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah. No, that does. I'm just saying you started a story with speaking of working out as if you were going to tell us about your workout, and then you told us how someone else worked out.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even have drawers on. I had on gym shorts and a Jack Daniels t-shirt.
We're going to have Jack Daniels in studio tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're having someone fixing us drinks tomorrow during the 3 o'clock hour. I got to figure out
this is
what
gonna
all
get
the details
interesting.
Are, but yeah, we're gonna have a nice little send off for my Park City vacation. I always like to throw a little cocktail party before I leave for a summer vacation.
I appreciate you, brother.
Appel is in Houston. Jimmy says Texans play the Raiders. He's doing the national radio call for Sports USA. But he had just texted me during the commercial break. He's in the mall food court, and he's having the Chinese chicken. And I'm like, bro, you're in Houston. Go to Whataburger. Go to Papa Dough. Go to something local. Like you're in Texas. You might as well do one of those things. I go, anything but food court chicken.
Yeah.
Because food court chicken is disgusting when you're local. It tastes great. I'm not telling you it doesn't taste great. You know, I've had this life hack for a long time. Whatever you get at the food court, the Asian chicken or bourbon chicken, whatever you put on your fork, it needs to be the entire breaded piece that's gooped in that sauce. I mean, it is all sugar. I mean, if you knew what that was coated with, you'd go, well, that makes sense that it tastes good. There's 50 gallons of molasses on each piece of chicken.
Yes.
But you have to eat the entire piece. You have to, no matter how big it is, you have to get it in your mouth and eat it. Because if you bite it and look inside the food court chicken, listen, I'm going to tell you something here, kids. There's a reason they can give you 7 pounds of chicken for $6.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's filled with beaks, feathers, and talons.
Not the highest grade.
It's not the highest grade chicken.
Yeah.
It's not like going to Cafe Moderano and getting a chicken parmesan. And you're getting a nice cutlet of chicken, all white meat. You are getting the remnants from the chicken farm. It's specifically marked in a box. Mall food courts all over the world. It's a chicken bred to be eaten at a food court. It's got more feathers than meat. It's got more beaks than protein.
Have you watched Big Chicken on Netflix?
So I put it on for that's with that black comedian.
Yes.
I put it on for 10 minutes. I found it to be uninteresting, and I turned it off.
It's uninteresting, and it's like he's the scariest person in the world. He's looking in the chicken, and every car behind him, he's like, oh, I think they're following me. I'm like, bro, nobody's following you to look in the chicken.
Like the chicken lobby was following.
It's on him. But it's just like the what the health thing is where you look at it, and then my wife was like, are we eating chicken still? I said, yeah, I'm going to, tomorrow I'm going to get me some chicken wings.
But he ate chicken, like fast food chicken, for 30 days straight, right?
He ate fried chicken 30 days straight, 3 times a day.
It was fried chicken for a month.
What happens by the end? Because is he just like tired and sluggish? And
he's sad. He gained 6 pounds and he's just
But
sad.
how do you not know you're going to gain 6 pounds if you eat nothing but fried chicken all day for 30 days? Like, do you really need to do the experiment?
That's the thing that got me when he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just so depressed." You're not depressed. You just want something else. Grab you a steak. You're sad.
The true meaning, though, and you guys, I can already tell what I'm about to say. I'm gonna get some major backlash. But that there is an
you went deeper on the nothing but fried chicken movie.
There is an indisputable link between gut health and mental health, brain health.
The microbiome, right?
Yeah, I mean that has to do with it. But your gut health can affect other parts of your body, especially how you feel day to day from a mental health perspective.
But in other words, isn't it as simple as if you don't feel great physically, you're not going to feel great mentally?
Yeah, you could break it down.
I mean,
isn't
that? But like, don't we know that?
No, but like from that standpoint, if that would mean that people who are leaner automatically are going to feel better, and to a certain extent, sure, there's less stress on your body and less stress on your knees, whatever. But the actual health of your gut varies between person to person. Like some people need more probiotics to have a healthier gut, others don't.
What does your fiance do again?
She is a nurse practitioner.
He's not saying anything that's incorrect. For whatever reason, when he says it, it just, I don't know, it just hits weird when he says it. Your probiotic health has to do on a personal metabolic level. It's just the way that you speak is like I'm guessing what you've read off a label. It's like, I don't know, it just sounds weird. It doesn't sound conversational when it comes out of you.
Well, it sound like ChatGPT?
Something like that. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I got to take a break, and then we'll do the AFC divisions because we went too long.
Plus, I have to show you a TikTok in the commercial break.
And I have to text the pal and see if he went to Mrs. Fields cookies.
Leave my damn microbiome.
My life hack is if you're getting food court chicken, first of all, it should be a once in a millennium treat. It should not be, you don't land in Houston and go to food court for chicken. But eat the entire thing. Don't look at what's inside. Because
what's he doing? Like, why go to the mall food court?
Listen, sometimes they put you at a hotel and it's attached to a mall or whatever. Like, I get that. You don't want to Uber anywhere. Like, I get that. But to specifically land somewhere and get food court Chinese chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, every food court now has mayas, which is like
Mediterranean.
Yeah,
right?
Mediterranean stuff. Not even that you have to get that, but like just the food court chicken, it is soaking in gallons of sugar juice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it tastes great. It does. But you just have to question nowadays when they seemingly will put they load chicken on as if they're playing Jenga. You know what I mean? Like every place on earth is cutting back portion sizes. There's shrinkflation, right? Food court chicken, they're playing games with how much chicken they can load on this paper plate. And you have to ask yourself, why? Why do they not care how much chicken they dump on this plate? And it's because the chicken they're buying costs as much as packing peanuts at Home Depot. And those packing peanuts would taste delicious, by the way, if it was covered in that sauce.
That sauce is going to make it, bro.
It is good.
The free samples?
Yeah, get a sample or two every now and then. Every now and then.
But they don't cut back on how much samples they're willing to give. You could walk up and down that food court and get as many free samples of honey bourbon chicken from Kelly's Cajun Grill, and they'll just keep handing it out and keep handing it out. They have unlimited honey bourbon chicken.
Somebody texts in, Hochman, what's the difference between food court chicken and General Tso's? He wrote General Towels, but I'm guessing that's just an autocorrect. What's the difference between food court chicken and General Tso's chicken at your local Chinese restaurant? Not a ton, but I would say the General Tso's chicken is made with love. It's a family-owned business usually.
So the
And
general's there.
The general is there. Obviously, when you're involved with the military, there's a standard of excellence. Speaking as the son of a Korean War veteran, when military is involved in the chicken situation, it's obviously going to be one step ahead of teenagers working in a food court. That's obvious, Texter. All right. We have to take a break. We'll come back. We'll do the AFC divisions when we come back.
If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, you can't wait. Call Allied Doors. We talk about the weather all the time. We know we're in hurricane season. You got to call Allied Doors. Serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. If I'm talking to you or you know the neighbor I'm talking about, if I'm calling you out or your neighbor, you know it. Beautiful home, nice family, well-kept yard, and the garage doors are terrible. Don't be that person. And if not, go tell your neighbor about Allied Doors. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, and custom impact-rated doors that are built to protect and upgrade your home fast. And the LiftMaster openers, my goodness, my personal home and my wife's investment property, we have Allied Doors. The LiftMasters, they have side mounted, they have ceiling mounted. They are quiet and efficient. I thought every garage door took a minute to open. Not with LiftMasters. They are built to perform. Give Allied Doors a call today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allieddoors.com. Mention this ad and you get $300 off protecting and upgrading your home. You can't beat it. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Man, ain't nobody worried about no damn Ian Ingold.
we're all going to pick the Buffalo Bills to win this division.
Buffalo Bills are the favorite to win the division. Bills are minus 135. Patriots are plus 125. It is interesting that the Seahawks and the Patriots are not favorites to win either of their divisions, but would you pick the Patriots or the Bills to win the AFC East?
Ooh, the Bills.
He takes these big, deep breaths as if he's like, because that microphone, until he speaks, it's and now he's eating something again. Now he's smacking his lips and stuff.
I had to try my greens, my collard greens. I'm working on them. I'm getting them right. I had to try them.
Can't go a single commercial break without eating something, huh?
So I get chicharrones, and I fry them up. And then I put onions and peppers on them, and then I put my greens on top, and then I have to slow roast my greens for a couple hours, and I got to make sure they're ready.
Unhealthy thing that could be cooked.
No, they're greens. It's vegetables.
You're frying chicharrones into them
Because it gives flavor to the vegetable.
But that's the idea, is to eat the vegetable in its pure form. The moment you start throwing all the hoo-ha in, it like you made us believe that you were eating a high vegetable diet.
Hug. Collard greens, onions, peppers, and just one little meat.
But it's pork. It's chicharrones. It's like, and I'm assuming that's the predominant ingredient. I'm assuming there's not one little chicharrone by the wayside.
Yeah. And there might be 17 pounds of salt in it too.
The least healthy thing. He made it sound like he was making some greens, to have a little veggie snack in the middle of the day.
He was going to have a chicken breast and some collard greens.
That's my dinner tonight, are collard greens and chicken breast. Look at you. See, you know how to
It's not collard greens. It's chicharrones on a little bed of collard greens.
There's way more collard greens than chicharrones.
But it's used as the bed for the chicharrones. You are such a fraud.
I see what you're saying. I do not agree.
Yes, you have to. Yeah, AFC East. Anybody picking a team other than the Bills?
No.
Because New England is plus 125. Bills are minus 135. Jets are plus 1,900. Dolphins are plus 4,000.
Wow.
Like, the Dolphins are expected to be way worse than the Jets.
I don't get the Jets love over the Dolphins love. I think their roster is better, but I don't see that the Jets are going to be this. If the Dolphins are going to win 4 games, the Jets will win 5.
I mean, we talked about it yesterday, right? Like, I just don't see how the Jets, you'd rather have Malik Willis than, well, we talked about it. Would you rather have Malik or Geno Smith? But I guess you could make a case that Geno Smith has had better seasons than Malik.
Well, what's their schedule, too? Maybe they have a bit of a easier road than the Miami Dolphins. It's got to be
pretty similar, no?
Yeah. I think the divisions play the same divisions, right?
Yeah, but then you always have a couple games that aren't the same. They play the Titans. The Dolphins don't. They play the Raiders a little bit later on in the season.
Do they play the Dolphins twice?
They do.
Yeah. Good for them.
They play the Cardinals.
Oh, well, that's why.
Titans, Cardinals, Dolphins twice.
They might be a double-digit win team.
They play the Browns at home.
Oh, my God. They have an unbelievably easy schedule. I'm not joking. They have an unbelievably easy schedule.
That's 5.
And they don't play the Bills on the road in Buffalo.
Where is it? International?
No. I'm saying they don't play them until Week 18. It's the last game of the season.
I got you.
So Buffalo could already have that division locked up.
Or the Jets might have it locked up based on their schedule.
Jets are not going to have it locked up.
I don't know. Did you listen to that schedule?
That's an easier schedule than the Dolphins, though.
Way easier. Cleveland and Arizona?
Tennessee to open up the season.
And the Dolphins twice. What's the Jets over-under on wins? Because the Dolphins are 4.5. I bet the Jets are 5.5, right?
Yeah, the Jets with Geno Smith as a proven quarterback and Garrett Wilson, they're going to have a higher win total.
It's at 5.5.
Yeah.
You think they have 6 wins in them? That might be the play. I'm not kidding you. That might be the play. Jets over 5.5 wins.
Yeah, but betting on the Jets, Hawk, that's
I know.
crazy.
I know.
I mean,
That's
I'm willing to put my fandom aside for money.
Right, but that is like the epitome of depravity.
Because then it's week 8, and
Yeah.
we're now we're watching the
I'm
Jets.
watching the Jets-Browns game. Like my life depends on it. Where has my life gone? Honey, get me the food court chicken. I got to watch this Jets-Browns game. I want to choke myself on the chicken.
I'll tell you, we were upset with Jason Taylor when he signed with the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
But he was making 7 times more signing with the Jets, and we had to understand him as a man. Like, oh no, bro, go do your thing.
Nah.
If I was certainly going to make money on the Jets, I would bet them. But then you end up being this dope who put money on the Jets to have a number of wins this season. You know how they lose games.
There's no way betting money on the Jets is going to pay off for us, right?
And it can't feel good. Like you just wake up feeling like your probiotics are off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go over the rest of the division. Steven Strom is going to join us. Whatever. Steven Strom is going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour as well. Take a break. 4 o'clock hour is next.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Any sandwich oblong is going to be better than a circular sandwich. That's just fact. see. And then we can move on to headlines, and then we can talk to Steven Strom. We're all in agreement the Buffalo Bills take the AFC East?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the Patriots.
I didn't believe in them last year, and they ended up going to the Super Bowl. I didn't believe in them up until then, but I don't believe. I think again they're a more mediocre team than what we
Super
saw
Bowl
last season. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. AFC South: Houston, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Tennessee.
Whew, Tennessee bottom feeders. I think Jacksonville can do something. But it would be Houston, Jacksonville, because Houston defense is crazy.
Is that because you hung out with Fred in Jacksonville? I know Fred gets excited about those Jags every season.
I like Liam Cohen. He's a very cool dude, and I think Trevor Lawrence is good, but the Houston defense, if I had to bet it, if you're talking about betting odds, I would bet on Houston because their defense.
Houston is the favorite. Before I go over the odds, I forgot to do the stock market report. I forgot it was 4 o'clock. Stock market report sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Dow Jones up 119 points, S&P 500 up 16 points, and the NASDAQ up 41 points. So Houston is plus 110. Jags are plus 245. Colts plus 380. Titans plus 800. You were just at Indy. Any thought maybe that Indy can surprise?
If Daniel Jones is back, but I don't think they can surprise that division because Houston, when I was in Houston, we just have the linebacker on the Z's. And he was saying that Willie Anderson and Daniil Hunter can look at each other and nod, and they can ruin an entire practice because they're so good. The two defensive ends. So, and their defense was the top defense in the league last season.
I mean, Indianapolis, when Daniel Jones was there, is he out at the beginning? Like, is he healthy?
No.
No.
So I read a report the other day. I mean, you were there, Crowder, but I read a report the other day that Daniel Jones on the practice field, you wouldn't even be able to tell that he had a major Achilles rupture, however
because
many months ago.
they were making a beeline to the Super Bowl.
8-5, and I believe they were the best record through like week 10 in the NFL.
Is there any dramatic difference to their roster?
No. They still got Buckner. They still have Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor's top 5 running back in the league. They have they just paid the young big receiver, and then somebody else is coming in. Keenan Allen.
I mean,
they signed Keenan Allen.
Not a bad flyer at plus 380 to win the division.
But Hawk,
it's not.
They and I saw it. Will Anderson, their defensive end, when he wants to go and get the quarterback, you have 2 seconds to get rid of the ball. Will Anderson is special.
Who's their quarterback again? Houston.
Oh, C.J. Stroud.
Right. So didn't he have an off season last season?
Last 2 years. His rookie season, he was unbelievable.
Right. You thought he was the next great thing.
Last 2 years, he's really struggled.
But they brought in David Montgomery from the Lions to help him in the run game. I think Houston's going to be they're going to be in the playoffs.
And they've got weapons too. Like Nico Collins is an absolute dog. Like in terms of weaponry, they've had it. It's been their offensive line play, which has kind of struggled. And then C.J. Stroud, we started to put him in that category of like the Burrows and the Lamars after his rookie season, and he just never lived up to that.
Yeah. How about the AFC North? Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland.
Baltimore probably would be favored to win that division.
They are. I think I would pick Cincinnati. I mean, it just at some point they've got to get off to a fast start and then be able to maintain it for the rest of the season. At some point, no?
But it's not a big drop off. And I would say if I had to rebuild a team, I would pick Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson. But Lamar is so talented.
Yeah.
You know, Zay Flowers, they just played Zay. Zay's going to try to go crazy. Derrick Henry's there. Like, I think their weaponry is better than Cincinnati.
The odds are Baltimore minus 112, Bengals plus 184, Steelers plus 510, Browns plus 2100. Anyone believing in Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh?
Nope.
No.
Nothing.
Father time never loses.
I mean, he
He's
just
old.
can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have any other weapons?
Pittsburgh.
They got DK and they have an man.
DK.
I just talked about this with somebody. They have another big receiver they signed.
Who's their running back? Because it's not Najee Harris anymore.
I think the over-under is on Aaron Rodgers rushing yards for the season.
Michael Pittman, by the way. Michael
Oh,
Pittman
that's the other receiver.
Yes.
is their other receiver. Their tight end is still Pat Freiermuth. And their running backs are Jalen Warren, Rico Dowdle, who had a little run with Carolina last year, and Caleb Johnson. Oh, Travis Homer, former Cane.
Oh, former Kane.
Hmm.
Let's see. Is there a rushing yardage total for Aaron Rodgers?
On the season,
Yeah.
Seek help is the response.
31.
At 31 yards? No chance. I would say for the season, 17 and a half.
No, he's running
He's not gonna, his over-under on rushing yards will not be more than 1/2 for any game this season.
No, he'll take off.
Yeah, he'll scamper every now and then.
Yeah, he got an ayahuasca.
He's got
He's going to ayahuasca run.
Hawk, last season, this is it. Leave it all out there on the field.
Stop it. He's always been a leave it all out there on the field guy, and look at how many rushing yards he's had over his career. Look at his career rushing yards. I'm curious. Like, what does he rush for in a season, typically?
31.
You want to know his over-under for passing TDs?
Who? At least won a game. 20, 19, 20.
20 and a half.
Yeah.
He has total yards. Wow. You'd be surprised at some of these numbers, Hawk. Last year, 61 yards.
Mm.
No, I stand corrected.
In 2024, the season he played with the New York Jets, 107 yards.
Mm.
How about 2023?
Minus two yards and -1 Achilles.
Over-under passing TDs for Malik Willis?
Oh,
Rodgers
less,
is 20 and a half.
less than 17. 15 and a half.
14 and a half.
Yeah.
That just seems like nothing.
I know.
We're not a prolific passing team.
Josh
fellas.
Allen.
Josh Allen's 23 and a half.
25 and a half.
24 and a half. Joe Burrow.
Right around Josh, 24 and a half.
More, 27, 28 and a half.
32 and a half.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh.
He's got the best weapons in the NFL.
He does have, what is it, Chase and T. Higgins?
Yeah.
He got some dogs over there now.
Jackson Dart.
Oh, 21 and a half.
Is this concussions or touchdown passes?
19 and a half. How about Cam Ward?
Oh, 14 and a half.
Probably same as Jackson Dart, 19 and a half.
19 and a half. How about Bryce Young? Say 50. I dare you.
18 and a half.
34 and a half.
20 and a half. Let's see.
I'd take the under on that.
You take the under on Bryce Young?
Yeah, on passing touchdowns. Dude can tuck it and go.
I mean, you have to pass it into the end zone at some point.
Hey, Hawk, he can tuck it and go.
Dude, scamper. You want to know who the favorite is for most rushing yards in the season?
Hmm. Ooh. Saquon?
No.
No, the guy you were just with,
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Did it last year as well.
Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry, both plus 600.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Henry's getting old.
Yeah, no, Derrick Henry's a beast.
Guy breaks off 80 yards at a clip. It's like
Dude's 54 years old.
guy breaks off 80 yards at a clip.
Derrick Henry's been doing this since I was in elementary school.
AFC West, KC, the Chargers, where Mike McDaniel is, and Rondé Gadsden, the Broncos, and the Raiders.
KC.
KC till they show you otherwise?
Yes. And oh boy, they want to show all the clips of him with his knee brace on. He's still Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Kansas City, if Mahomes can stay healthy. I told you guys why I don't believe in the Broncos. The amount of come-from-behind victories they needed a season ago. They're good. They'll be in contention. But I'm not buying that with Bo Nix. And the Chargers, to me, is the same thing I did with Philly for years prior to LeBron. They win the offseason every year. They've clearly got the talent. They've got a good head coach, but never made it out of the second round, Philly, with Joel Embiid. So until they do it, I can't believe in them. Until the Chargers actually win a playoff game with Justin Herbert or go deep in the playoffs, I'm not believing it.
But now he's got Mike McDaniel. I kind of like a flyer on Denver there. Who knows what Kansas City's
the
gonna be.
sustainability of winning every game in the fourth quarter is not
Agreed.
a well put together
Agreed.
game plan.
But at plus 225, because the Chiefs are plus 160, Chargers are plus 190, Broncos at plus 225. I don't think it's the worst flyer that you can take.
It's not.
All right, let's do headlines real quick because Steven Strom is going to join us in about 10 minutes from Philadelphia. Speaking of Philly, Darrell Kia in Miami at a Domino's game. You'll always find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Darrell Kia.
So Bleacher Report is putting out a list of the 99 greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. And David Fiorena's screenshot the first person that they listed. They're starting from 99 and working back. I want to ask you guys, do you want to guess who number 99? The 99.
Was it someone we have a connection to?
Yes.
It's a Dolphin?
It's a Dolphin.
Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because
99
Marino's going to be
quarterback of
top 5.
Marino's going to be top 5 quarterback of all time?
No shot. He should be.
Top 10?
Top 5. Top 10.
Top
yes.
10 for sure.
Top 10 for sure, yeah.
Because top 5, I mean, Brady's going to be 1, right?
Yeah.
Montana will be 2.
Elway?
Because
they've got rings.
Yeah, and you know, these kids nowadays, they're obsessed with rings. That's all they care about, ring culture.
Yeah.
Damn, is Tannehill the second best quarterback ever to play for the Dolphins?
Oh, no way.
No, it's Tua.
Huh? Come again?
No, it's got to be Marino, Greasy, Earl Morrall, right?
So
then
now you're
Tua?
saying that there's 4 Dolphin quarterbacks in the top 99 of all time?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, right. Yeah.
No.
Well, Bob Greasy's going to be there. Dan Marino's going to be there. Earl Morrall's probably not.
Don Schrock?
The stroker. You like that bedbug?
That tickled dog.
Oh, David Woodley.
Oh, David Woodley.
No, there's no way that they're all making this list. Of all time, the history of the NFL, there's no way there's 5 quarterbacks from the
What
Dolphins.
number's Tua?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I mean, did Tannehill, now that it's all said and done, Tannehill had a better Dolphins career than Tua? I don't think so.
Well, he had a longer career, so his
Did he?
didn't he?
6 years?
7 seasons? I
6
think maybe
years?
7 seasons. How many did Tua have? 4?
6.
5? Tua had 6 seasons?
Mhm.
You sure?
5.
If you could
5 was the
redraft that draft and Tannehill, it was Tua, Tannehill, Herbert, and Herbert goes to the Chargers. Do you draft Tannehill over Tua?
Wow. What a great question. I still believe in Tua for some reason. I don't know. I'm having a tough time saying Tannehill, and Tannehill's the right answer.
It is the right answer.
I know.
Do the Dolphins win a playoff game in 2023 if like prime Ryan Tannehill is their quarterback over prime Tua?
Well, didn't we have prime Ryan Tannehill?
We did have prime Ryan Tannehill.
Like we had him. We didn't win a playoff game with him. He was injured, if I remember correctly.
Tennessee did though.
Correct, but they had Derrick Henry.
But they had
Tennessee went to the AFC Championship game with
Yeah.
Tannehill, right?
Well, they went to the AFC Championship game with Derrick Henry. You guys are saying the headline wrong.
No, Ryan Tannehill was the
Derrick
quarterback.
Henry was in the backfield.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
Nobody was on the line looking at Tannehill. They were all looking at Derrick Henry. They were unable to stop him.
Does Tannehill win that game in Kansas City? 23.
No, but he doesn't lose the game against Tennessee.
When they're up
Oh,
14.
the
Will Levis
mayonnaise,
game.
the mayonnaise boy.
Yeah, the Will Levis game. The Will Levis. We have a Will Levis game.
This is interesting.
We have a bleeping Will Levis game.
Will Levis showed us who's boss.
Crazy.
Eee.
Congratulations, Dolphins fans. Number 99 on the 99 greatest quarterbacks in NFL history goes to your Miami Dolphins.
I can read you the T-shirt on DJ's store if you want. Yeah, it's almost impossible to believe. Hold on, I gotta load the page. This is every Dolphins starting quarterback since Dan Marino. I can't get the page to load.
I'm taking Tannehill.
Over Tua.
Oh, I'm taking Tannehill. I'm just thinking about it. He never missed games,
Well, missed the playoff game when we needed him.
but he also took another team to an AFC championship.
Yeah.
And to your point, Hawk, he had Derrick Henry. We didn't have Derrick Henry, but he has more career success, and he's sturdier.
Is he the best quarterback on this list? This is the list on the T-shirt. This is every starting Dolphins quarterback since Marino. Jay Fiedler, Damon Heward, Ray Lucas, Brian Greasy, A.J. Feely, Sage Rosenfels, Gus Frerotte. You need to win one playoff game. These are your choices.
Mhm.
Dante Culpepper, Joey Harrington, Cleo Lemon, Trent Green, John Beck, Chad Pennington, Chad Henne, Tyler Thigpen, Matt Moore, Ryan Tannehill, Jay Cutler, Brock Osweiler, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Josh Rosen, Tua Tagovailoa, Jacoby Brissett, Teddy Bridgewater, Skylar Thompson, Tyler Huntley, Quinn Ewers, Malik Willis.
Ooh.
You'd be hard-pressed to put together a worse list. If you had to rank those quarterbacks in order,
I would. I was writing down the ones that were on that would get on my list. Feely,
Fitzpatrick is going to be in the top 99 all time. He's a better quarterback than Ryan Tannehill.
I got Fitzy. I got Tannehill. I have Pennington, Feely, and Fiedler.
To win a playoff game or to win one game, I would probably pick Chad Pennington.
I think Fitzpatrick.
No.
Fitzy, bro. Fitzy could play.
Dude, he's going to zing it, man. Now, you may end up losing 65-0, but you might win 65-3.
You guys are just mesmerized by the beard and the hamburger
that dude
meat
could
on
zip
his
it,
chest.
man. He could zip it. He could.
Zip it to what? He zipped us to nothing.
He made Devontae Parker $50 million because he could zip it. That's a crazy list. All right, anything else in the headlines? Because Steven Strom's going to join us.
Marlins play tonight. Listen to it on AM 560. It's at 6:05 against the cheating Phillies. Your weather in South Florida.
Well, they didn't cheat. The umps did.
Nah. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is in the mid-90s. It's hot. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Have a leaky roof? Take action now. Get your free estimate. Call 954-968-8155.
It's Chad Pennington's not making any mistakes, though.
Jay Fiedler, Chad Pennington.
Pennington couldn't throw the ball.
Chad was 67%, 3,700 yards in 08.
Yeah, but 4,000 passes. He did that. That was less than a yard a pass.
Check down, Charlie.
Whose averages were lower? Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis
from
would have
receptions.
loved to play for Chad Pennington, right? There's been one underneath pass after another one. They would have gone.
Coach, he's always open, Coach. He's always open.
Steven Strom, Marlins broadcaster, is going to join us next. You know I'm a believer in Atlantic Men's Clinic. As I've gotten older, I didn't necessarily feel like myself, like my young self. I was getting tired more easily, and it's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. And guys, low testosterone is something men younger and younger are experiencing. So if your game isn't quite what it used to be, you've got less energy and less drive, you don't feel like yourself, you deserve to feel your best. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you lose weight, have more energy, improve your sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, helping you get back to feeling your best. And they have successfully treated thousands of men for low T, including me, and I'm telling you, you're going to notice a difference. So begin your journey at AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. You could take the low T quiz that's right there on their website, and then schedule a consult. When you're there, they do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes. A Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options, and then you'll make a decision together with their medical team. And again, if you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you'll feel your energy return, the brain fog go away, your sleep improve, your workouts improve, and your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. There's 7 locations in South Florida, so give them a call today. 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Hamburger.
Join us here on the Toyota of Hollywood Hotline. Marlins pregame host here on the Marlins Radio Network. You will hear tonight's Marlins-Phillies game on AM 560. And the pregame with Stromboli begins in less than an hour, 5:30 tonight. First pitch, 6:05. He's the big Stromboli.
You can't give everybody a nickname.
We gave everybody nicknames. He's the big Stromboli.
That was my nickname during Little League, so respect.
Yeah, it seems like if your last name is Strom, people are going to call you the Stromboli. I would
okay.
Yeah.
Long as Strom likes it, I like it, but you just can't put it on him.
It was between Stromboli or the Stromboling Bowl.
And no, not the Stromboling Bowl.
Stromboling ball is something worth considering. Regardless, Marlins, after tonight in Philly, Marlins return home. They host the Nationals for 3 starting on Friday, and then the Red Sox are going to be here for 3 starting on Monday. All right, so there's Steven Strom. He's in the press box there in Philadelphia. You can hear the sounds of a stadium behind him. I love that. But I got to go back to Monday night first, and it's going to annoy me, but I want to do this. So the Marlins, they got hosed by this absolutely brutal missed fair ball call on the first base line. How pissed were you at the missed call? I was watching television, so I didn't hear the radio call that night. So when it happens, how pissed are you? And then they go to replay, they get the call right, but now they can only award 2 runs rather than the 3 that were absolutely going to score. So now I'm like livid. I'm already livid by the way they made them pitch through the monsoon. So tell me what you were thinking, Strom.
All right, so for our people on StreamYard, I'm just turning my GoPro camera around. We have a perfect view. Some stadiums are a little bit different. The vantage is you're up in the sky in Washington. Here in Philadelphia, you have a really good view, especially for me, because I also engineer the game, so I'm behind Rod and Jack. The level of pissed off was a 10. The level of shock was an 11 because it was so clear as day, guys, that was a fair ball. You almost started like when Jack said foul ball, it was so obvious you questioned it. I went through my brain. I said, Steven, you saw that. That was a fair ball. Everyone looked at each other, and I said, that's a fair ball. And then you start to think, okay, if they review this, because Clayton immediately challenged, you know what's coming next. You look at the score, you're down 3, bases are loaded, and you know exactly what's coming next. And you knew that they were going to play just 2 runs, and you knew that they were going to lose by 1 run. And I think the emotion there was a lot. But I will tell you guys, there were a lot of mistakes throughout that game and really throughout this series. The base running hasn't been great. I know that they're trying to be aggressive, and they have to be against this Philadelphia Phillies team. There's been just spotty things that have happened. Yesterday, Sanoa and Lopez, but we'll stick on Monday. The level of pissed off was 10. The shock was 11, and just really the disappointment just to have that sort of game in this moment. This was a huge series because of the tiebreaker, guys, and unfortunately with the Marlins losing the first 2, 6-5 and 6-4, the tiebreaker belongs to the Phillies, which with 35 games remaining in the season, the Cubs are going to get there, the Phillies most likely, so now you kind of narrow it down. You have to go after the Padres or the Diamondbacks.
Strom, can that be fixed? Because we were talking about it yesterday where, like, the officiating where if like NFL, you can't call pass interference on a replay. You can't call that. Can that be fixed in baseball? Because I don't really know the rules of replay, but like Hawk was saying, Otto was going to get in if he could have.
100%. Yeah, I think so. First, it was weird because they only can review the play if the umpire and the ball is in front of the umpire. If it was behind, you couldn't review it. But in this case, it's just hard to assume, even though we all know it was 2 outs, everyone was on contact running, that Otto Lopez was going to score. Because then, what if he trips? What if this happens? I don't know if that's like a CBA thing over the next, because this is going to be the example, right? They're going to look to this particular example of, hey, how do we figure this out? Because this ultimately decided the outcome of a game, but you also just can't assume that Otto Lopez is going to score. Maybe I think the fix could be, Crowder, if you do review a play, you put a screenshot of where that runner on first base is, and if they're past second base, then do you allow that run to score? I don't know the answer because Harper, a veteran, just stopped going after the ball. It was hard to make that judgment. If he went after it and maybe it got and seeped to the back end of that right field wall in the corner, then you could have argued it a little bit more. But because that didn't happen and Harper just stopped, it was almost impossible for them to let 3 in.
He would have scored, though, right, Strom?
Otto.
Yeah,
It was
Otto can
automatic.
fly, man. Otto was about to
I mean,
get.
that
He was
dude-
going to get home.
He has a grounder to the pitcher, and I'm like, oh, watch, he's going to beat this out. Like, I mean, that guy is fast.
Yeah, he scores there. So what's the deal now? Because I saw a lot of Marlins fans yesterday kind of saying, like, that cursed us the other night, and with the loss yesterday, it kind of feels like this is heading in a direction which none of us want to see, which is the Marlins ultimately not making the wild card. But I know Sandy's been on a tear. What's the stats, Strom? Like, he's allowed one earned run in his last 4 outings, and he's gone at least 6 over his last 5 or whatever it is. Like, what do they do now? They just have to lean on Sandy?
How about give him some run support? How about you start there?
You know what's first of all, there's no better guy to have than Sandy. To answer your question, Solana, I know he was up to 25 consecutive scoreless without letting up an earned run. A run he did unfortunately let up last week in Cincinnati. Roberto Hernandez tried to make a sliding catch and went behind him. But yes, Sandy's been awesome, and I would definitely advise Marlins fans. I know there's 35 games left, but that's still a lot of time. And I've kind of outlined this to you guys earlier. The Marlins are going to get their shots. They are going to play San Diego. They are going to play Arizona. They are going to play the Chicago Cubs. They are going. I know they can't technically control their own destiny, but if they do make it, they're gonna have to earn it because they are facing these teams. And it's the beauty of the way that the schedule is kind of played out. You're going to play 6 against the Cubs in Chicago, and then they come to Miami. You're going to play San Diego again, a team that swept you right before or after the All-Star break. I can't recall, but I guess to get back to your point with Sandy, 2 starts this year against the Phillies. He's got a 1.3 ERA. Aaron Nola has given up the most home runs in all of baseball with 30. This feels like a must-win to salvage one here, get to 3-3 on this road trip, and head back to Miami where you open up a series against the Nationals and then the tough Red Sox out of nowhere.
And the bats, you know, Strong, we've talked about it. I'm a bats guy. I love the mound and all that, but hell, we got to score runs.
Yeah.
Can them bats get back going? Because we were going for a second, and then we stopped going for a second.
Baseball and offense is so weird. There's moments where the Marlins look like they're a juggernaut, and then they lose Kyle Stowers. But then in Cincinnati, they start to bang late in the game. On Saturday and Sunday, they played 6 or 7 runs. Griffin Conine's been outstanding, guys. 12 for 30 in his last 10 games, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. You know who we've kind of missed, Crowder? Your guy, Joe Mack. He hasn't played the last couple of games, and he is legitimately a power threat in the lineup from the left side. The Marlins do miss Kyle Stowers, but I will tell you, Aaron Nola has struggled this year. Nola, let's see, he's got a 5 ERA. He did come off. He just won his first game in a couple of months, I'm pretty sure, against Minnesota in that classic in the cornfields. But this is a guy in Nola that's been susceptible to the long ball, and hopefully the Marlins can get back on track tonight. They got to get Otto back on track, too. I was looking at this. Otto Lopez, 4 for 28 in his last 7. The guy was hitting 340. Tough to get on him, but there's no question he's kind of the straw that stirs this drink. Hopefully Otto can get back going here tonight, and I do expect them to score for Sandy.
I mean, if they need some bats, there's still Davis and De Los Santos floating around. Matt Mervis, I believe, is unsigned at the moment. I'm just spitballing here. You mentioned the Cubs for 6. Just out of curiosity, because I want to ask you about Philly cheesesteaks since you're in Philly. But just out of curiosity, who's your NL MVP? PCA over Shohei.
Ooh.
PCA, I know that people will look at the numbers but like Ohtani can win the MVP like every other. Like PCA has carried this Cubs team. He has also had transcendent moments. A lot of times that MVP, you have to look at like moments. Like what was Ohtani's moment this year? Like I can think of a bunch with PCA. He's awesome. I know Ohtani's kind of been up and down as far as health too. Like I totally on the side of PCA, but still, again, there's still Still a month left of baseball, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
It
But I
was
would give
fun
it to
as hell
PCA.
to watch, man.
Oh, my
Look,
gosh.
but I got to ask, if Ohtani was pitching for the last month and a half, would PCA have a chance? Because Ohtani hasn't been pitching with the, what was it, hip or knee, whatever is hurting his lower body.
Yeah, I mean, if Ohtani pitched, it'd just kind of be hard to argue against what he's doing because we've literally never seen it for, well, I guess, a very long time. But I think I'm trying to think there's certain probably like with the NBA, like you can give the trophy to LeBron every year, but then there's certain guys that have these big years, like Russell Westbrook one year where it's just like the guy's averaging a triple-double. You could give it to LeBron, there's no question, but in this specific instance, like you probably got to give it to Westbrook. I kind of think of it the same way with PCA this year.
I like what you said, where there's moments. Like there's some PCA
Yeah.
moments that are just like they go viral, and you're like, wow, just what he's doing in this series against the White Sox is ridiculous.
He's also amazing defensively, too. You can't take that away. He plays a premier position. Like center field is a really difficult outfield position to play, and Ohtani's DHing, so like.
Had that huge argument with the woman in the White Sox suite in the bullpen suite. That was
Naughty
fun.
language.
Yeah, that was fun.
What did he say? What did he say to her, Hawk?
That was a moment. I think he told her, "Just can you sit down, please? I'm playing a baseball game."
That's not what I read.
I thought that was what happened. So you're in Philly. You've been there for a few nights. Have you had a Philly cheesesteak?
I so you guys, I'm sure you guys have heard that the best cheesesteaks are in the Phillies clubhouse. I disagree. There is a better cheesesteak, but I can't give away the location here. I did have a cheesesteak, though, in the Phillies clubhouse, and it was spectacular. I got meat, I got cheese, I got mushrooms, and I got a hoagie, no sesame seeds. And midway through, I'm a workout guy. I like to keep my figure. I did actually take off half the bread and just did because it's open faced. So I took like the bottom side of the bread and I took it out.
They'll
and
kick you
finished
right
it
out of
that way.
Philly for that,
I don't care.
All right.
I don't care. I don't like it here.
You ready to?
We
fight
got
anybody?
robbed on Monday. Okay.
It was.
I don't care what they said.
I can't even begin to tell you. As I'm watching, who was pitching when the monsoon was happening?
John King or Victor Vodnik?
It was King.
It was
Which
King.
one?
Yeah. And he's like, I can't grip the ball. Like he's complaining. McCullough's I've never.
I was shocked they
seen
played through.
that.
Were you shocked that they played through that? I
Couldn't
was very
believe it.
surprised. It was
And-
coming down hard.
And Gabby Sanchez said on the television broadcast, he's like, listen, you don't have to pull out the tarp for the entire field. If you know the weather's going to pass, which was obviously the argument that the ump, I guess, was leaning on, Gabby Sanchez was like, just cover the mound.
Yeah.
And let the weather pass for 10 minutes. Why are you going to let them play in that? So, yeah, it was shocking that they let them play in that. So the cheesesteak better than the clubhouse is there at the stadium?
It's near here, but I can't give
Interesting.
away the
Doesn't wanna
location.
Give it away.
I can't give away the location. And then, do you know about Frankie Two Scoops or no?
No.
Have you heard about Frankie Two
No.
Scoops? So Frankie, who is in the media dine-in, he's worked here for 30-plus years, and it's his ice cream station. And his nickname is Frankie Two Scoops. It is the best ice cream in all of baseball, maybe behind Lone Depot Park. And it's a different flavor every single home game. And you go in there, and he gives you 2 scoops. You don't have the option of one. It's Frankie Two Scoops, and it's really good. I think I'm going to get the graham crackers.
Jimmy, what do you think about Jimmy Two Scoops instead of Jimmy the Bedbug? Because I'm thinking Jimmy Two Scoops is not a bad nickname to have.
It's
either.
not.
Yeah,
It's not.
I mean, it's pretty descriptive.
Yeah, but we already have shirts already, so.
Well, listen, we'll make them buy a second one. It's like when they do a uniform change or a number change, you get the double dip. All right, Steven
Color
Strom
wave.
will be on the call tonight, and you can hear it on AM 560. Starts at 5:30. First pitch is 6:05. See you, Strom. Have a good broadcast.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
There you go. 5 o'clock hour is next on Hard Rock Bet. Everyone's invited to the party, and your name is on the list. So sign up with Hard Rock Bet today. Bet $5 on anything. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got a winning bet plus an extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started on Hard Rock Bet. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Baseball's heating up. We just talked about it. This summer, Hard Rock Bet has the hottest betting odds in Florida, introducing the 10-cent summer sale. VIG, juice, fee, whatever you call it, they're cutting their cut on winners, spreads, and over-under pregame baseball bets. Same bets, better odds. Swing for the fences all August long with the 10-cent summer sale, valid for money line, spread, and over-under pregame markets with odds between minus 250 and plus 250 only. Now, Miami's push for the top of the table in soccer continues in Philadelphia tonight. How about building a same-game parlay on Hard Rock Bet? Maybe you like the GOAT to score twice or someone to record an assist, Miami to score at least 3 goals. However you draw it up, Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your picks into an epic same-game parlay. Of course, you've been waiting for football all summer, and it's here, but you don't have to wait till week 1. You can bet preseason football, winners, point spreads, over-unders, and more. It's all on the Hard Rock Bet app. If you've got that summer soccer fever, up the cherries. I see what Jimmy's wearing today. Europe's biggest leagues are back in action. Hard Rock Bet is your home for every match day. Bet on your favorite teams and players from across the pond in just a few easy taps on Hard Rock Bet. And nothing hits like a big fight night in Vegas. The welterweight world title is on the line when Romero takes on Lopez Saturday. If you're looking to get in on the action, head over to the Hard Rock Bet app now. Make sure you download the Hard Rock Bet app. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Aries, you got Premier League starting. And did you say Bournemouth, Jimmy, plays my guy Erling Haaland this weekend?
They do.
Wow. I mean, that's a matchup right there. What's Crowder showing us? He's got a
That is a Ryan Tannehill
Christmas
family
card,
Christmas
maybe?
card.
Yeah.
Is that a Christmas card?
Marty's my dude, man. I fool with Ryan.
Anybody call him RT other than you?
No, I think it's just me, and I don't think he likes it.
What is he doing now? What's Ryan Tannehill up to? Anybody know?
Just
Stay
being
ready.
rich and raising a family.
Staying ready.
How much do you think he made in his NFL career? Ryan Tannehill.
Oh. 200?
$200 million?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Let's see.
Like 120.
He definitely made over $100 million. There's no question.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill. Career earning $195 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Him, Lauren.
Holy
I love his wife. His wife I love her. She's so outspoken. I love his wife. He has 2 beautiful kids, a daughter and a son. And yeah, we go to the same church.
$195 million.
He's
Yeah.
retired.
He's not struggling to eat on a Wednesday night.
Doesn't sound like it. Does not sound like it.
What was that, Bedbug?
Ryan Tannehill is retired.
I heard him. But he could be like coaching high school football or something. You know, some guys, they love being around football.
Yeah. I tried it. That's overrated.
Well, but I don't think you were retired necessarily. I think you were looking at different income streams or whatever. I think he would be doing it strictly for enjoyment.
Yeah. I didn't make anywhere close to $195 million.
Let me ask Claude.
I wish I was better at football, man. This is ridiculous.
Is Ryan Tannehill still working anywhere? Completely stumped Claude. It's the one guy he's never heard of. I literally silent. I stumped Claude.
Claude
That's
doesn't
wild.
know what Ryan Tannehill's doing. He knows everything.
He's completely confused.
It's so funny. We were talking about him, and I'm in my office, and I see this Christmas card, and I'm like, "Hey, those are the Tannehills."
I think that's kind of weird, though, to have a Christmas card of the Tannehills up in your office.
Listen, me and RT are tight.
I mean, what year is that Christmas card from?
You don't send me a Christmas card, Hawk. I would love to see you, Lori, and DJ.
If I did, I wouldn't expect it to be hanging in your office in August.
This is.
Are you a hoarder?
I'm not a hoarder. This is
I think
year.
you might be a hoarder. Do you still have all your
Oh,
DVDs?
man, listen. No, don't do this, Hawk. It's a Bible verse on the back.
What year is the card from?
This year. This Christmas.
Is there anything handwritten on it?
Good point. No.
Yeah, that thing needs to be in the garbage. I mean, it's August. I think you're a hoarder.
I'm not a hoarder. My wife, she sends out Christmas cards. People send us Christmas cards.
Yeah, I know how Christmas cards work.
Okay, Age is a interactor.
You're going to blame it on Asia?
Yeah, I was.
No, you can interact with Christmas cards. I always give out Christmas gifts and Christmas cards and Hanukkah gifts, Hanukkah cards. I don't save them till August if it's some random person I know.
I've never got a Hanukkah card. We were together a decade.
Well, maybe you have. Maybe you haven't checked your mail.
I've
I
never
want
got
my
a Christmas
card.
card. I've never got a Christmas card from the Crowders. Have you?
No.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy, you never. There's no chance you're gonna get one.
You should send one out as the bed bug, Jimmy. But you should have like a family with you. Like Jimmy and the bed bug family wish you a Merry Christmas and just hire some hot model and 2 kids and whatever and just send it out from Jimmy the bed bug and family. It's a great idea.
Just me and like my whole family.
Yeah.
Of bed bugs.
Yeah, no, I'm like normal people. Just
Oh,
Jimmy the
okay.
bed bug, and then just like
The
some
bug.
hot woman you meet at the gym. Just say, hey, will you take a Christmas picture with me? I'm not currently dating anyone. I don't want to send out a.
I'll take the
funny.
picture, Jimmy. Get your old lady. I will be your photographer.
Jimmy, call a gym around here. Call an LA Fitness and say, is there anyone attractive working there that would take a picture with me for an upcoming Christmas card? How much would I have to give you to make that call?
None.
None. He won't do it. There's no chance he would make that call. The Jerky Boys, he is not. All right, let's get headlines here for the 5 o'clock hour. It's brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami at a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
Speaking of photos and, well, just photos.
Okay.
So I've hesitated to bring this to your attention,
All right.
the audience, but you two especially.
Okay.
But it's inevitable that this is going to get leaked at some point. So I might as well just bring it up here. Get ahead of this.
You got hacked? They got your
Leaked?
nudes?
I came in last place in my fantasy football league with like a bunch of my boys last year. Came in last place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really care about fantasy football. I mean.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to take a collection of ESPN The Body magazine photos.
I love this.
Now we know why you've been cutting weight. Now we know. Because if you're in Solana's close circle on Instagram, he posted a picture with his shirt off. And it was just like, oh, I've been eating healthy and cutting weight. Now I know why you're cutting weight. You were mortified to post a chubby picture.
Let me find this picture.
I'm, well, no, I posted that to my close friends, Crowder.
Yeah,
You
can't
just
put that on the
blast that.
stream. You have to show some kind of.
No, I'm going to take you down. Like, you can't post that. But these pictures, because my idea is I'll just show them to the group, but I know what's going to happen. The second I release these photos to my group chat, they're sending them to you two immediately. So this is happening in the coming days.
You're getting out in front of it.
I'm getting out in front of it. Just prepare for some ESPN the body issue.
I will tell you
photos from me.
I will tell you the great thing about living in today's time, you can say anything is AI. And if you believe it hard enough, you can make it the truth.
Chubby wubby. These
Jimmy.
pictures are funny.
Jimmy, what would it cost for me to get you to pose for like 5 ESPN The Body style pictures?
Hell no.
You're going on a cruise next week?
This week.
What
leave-
are Oh, this weekend?
Yeah. I'm leaving Saturday.
Gotcha.
What
are the
something? You got
odds
something? You got
that you
something
would-
coming with you, Jimbo?
What are the odds that you would post on Instagram a shirtless picture, you eating a soft serve cone?
See, that I could probably do.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right. What's your Instagram? You want people to follow you? You want some new followers? I don't know if you're private or not. Like, I don't.
I am private.
Oh, he is? All right. So don't follow Jimmy then. Maybe create a Jimmy the Bedbug Instagram account, and you're kind of out there. You're like a whole different person. Today happens to be National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day.
Yeah.
Jumbo, call the girls Sugarfoot. They like that.
Yeah, Sugarfoot. Try it out on us.
On it.
Pretend I'm a hot girl on the Lido deck.
There we go.
Shoot at me.
Hey, Sugarfoot.
Hey, what room are you in? See how easy that was?
Yeah.
You go,
Hey,
I'm Jimmy the
Sugarfoot.
Bedbug. Hey, I'm Jimmy the Bedbug.
So where you
Hey,
eat tonight? Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta endear them.
All right. Oh, we'll work on it.
Yeah, we'll work on
We
it.
have tomorrow still.
Speaking of soft serve ice cream.
So after you take these pictures for your fantasy football,
Yeah.
punishment, you are going to go right back to eating like crap and not exercising.
100%.
I cannot believe how exposed you are now as to why you cut all that weight.
How much weight did you lose?
He lost a good 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look sick in my little picture you sent.
I look cut. I'm bigger than you, bro.
Well, sick and cutter, they're borderlining on the same thing.
Yeah.
So which pose are you gonna do? The nude ones?
Yeah, it has to be nude.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
So who's gonna take those pictures? Valentina?
Well, I was hoping Jimmy, the bed bug.
Oh, Jack.
Next weekend.
Get somebody else.
Bed bug.
Hey, Bedbug, you have a good camera?
I break my camera.
He gonna pull that little swipe out.
Wow. You should have your brother take the pictures. I mean, you gave him an enema. The least he can do.
y'all understand each other.
Hey, you're using the word little a little too loose over there, huh?
That's another
Okay,
reason
I ain't
that he
know.
got. It's another reason he got so skinny and he's trying to make everything look bigger.
You got a slug. I don't know.
I gotta lose about 80 more pounds, Hawk, if I really want to make a dent down there. You see, Publix released these seasonal ice cream flavors, like Publix brand. Have you seen any
Yeah.
of these?
I wouldn't buy Publix brand ice cream just because there's so many good
Really?
premier brand ice creams. But what are some of the flavors?
Bourbon eggnog ice cream.
No, that's too crazy. What are we
That sounds nasty.
Bourbon praline crumble ice cream.
We're having real bourbon tomorrow.
Why are we pouring bourbon in everything?
Yeah.
Maple chocolate chip pancake ice cream.
Maple.
Chocolate.
See, I like maple. The chocolate chips doesn't do anything for me.
I'm not a breakfast guy.
I like maple, though. I like maple donuts, maple frosting.
Yeah.
Root beer.
I went to Randy's Donuts when I was in L.A.
In L.A., I've been to Randy's Donuts.
Randy's got some good donuts.
Yeah. I was there with
Ruined my
Unfunny
stomach,
Lewis.
though. It ruined my
Unfunny
stomach.
Lewis. Unfunny Lewis is going to join us out in Vegas when we all go out there.
Really? It ruined my stomach. I don't know why.
Everything ruins your stomach.
That's a good point.
Like, you're always shocked that your stomach is in upheaval, but it's literally what happens every time but then you don't stop eating.
No. I think I have Crohn's. I've just never been diagnosed.
No, you don't. Also, you ate 2,000 calories worth of chicharrones in the last 2 hours. Maybe that's why your stomach is in upheaval.
I mean, how much butter
My
and oil
collard
is in
greens
there?
are still steaming, baby.
How did you prepare those? How much butter, oil, like what is in there?
Half a stick of butter.
That means a full stick.
2 pounds of chicharrones. You let those fry up. Then I put onions on top,
I
peppers
think
on top,
I've heard enough. I've heard
garlic
enough.
paste. Then I let that stew.
Yeah, the stick of butter and the 2 pounds of chicharrones. I think I've heard enough. I think we're ready to call this fight.
That one stick of butter, Crowder, has more calories in it than I've consumed in the last month.
You look good.
He ate a bag of M&Ms today. I couldn't believe it.
I did.
All of a sudden, he's eating a
man.
bag of M&Ms. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
And you're talking about Randy's Donuts. Oh, I can't wait till I take these photos. I go just scarf down some donuts.
Oh, put a couple donuts over there. Ding dong. Take the picture and get to eating.
You get your GLP-1s. Man, I like butter.
All right. The Marlins play tonight, 6:05. Don't forget, it's over on AM 560 tonight if you want to listen to it here, but you can watch it on the Marlins TV network as well.
Oh, look at this. Jack McMullen, voice of the Marlins, has just texted me a picture. He said, I'm about to dig in. This is at the Phillies ballpark. That's a cheesesteak that they serve there. Lesoto's Bakery.
That looks good.
Liskio's.
Taking out the piece of bread halfway through a Philly cheesesteak.
The way Strom told us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Grow up.
What about putting blue cheese on it? Y'all gave me a real hard time.
I still am having a tough time looking at you. Like, that makes me so angry.
It just, I'm like, I love a steak. I love a burger with blue cheese. Oh, okay, well, y'all have blue
Stop
cheese as
it.
an option.
It's a Philly cheesesteak. Stop it.
Philly
Blue
cheese. What
cheese.
cheese do I want? I want blue cheese.
Unbelievable. Blue cheese.
It was quite tasty.
You're on every terrorist watch list that exists. All right, anything else? Zach Gelb is going to join us. Gelbolina. The Gelbina. The Gelbino Cook. Gelbino Cook.
Gelbolina
I might have Bino
connotes
Cook's
woman.
I might have Bino Cook's number in my contacts.
If you can call Bino
No.
Cook.
I can't call him, but
Yeah,
I may-
never mind.
Bino. No, I do not have his number. But I guarantee you Stu Gatz has it because he used to produce for Hank. I'm not kidding you. Hank Goldberg used to have Bino Cook on his show 3 times a week. Gelbino Cook is going to join us.
He is no longer with us. Bino Cook.
Well, he's been gone for like 15 years,
Yeah.
no?
2012.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now. It is.
Remember when he sent condolences out to David Stern when David Stern died?
I don't think Solana knows how this death thing works.
All right, come on. We got to get the Gelby.
Your weather is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Don't wait until the next storm hits. Get your free roof and window estimate. Call 954-968-8155.
The Great Gelbino. The Great Gelbina is next. Don't go anywhere.
We all agree anniversaries are really special, and my friends over at Ed Morris are celebrating their 80th year in business. And you know what they're going to do for us during their celebration? They're going to watch out for us because that's what they do. They have all the Cadillacs that we love, we want, and my wife loves this all electric. She has an all electric Cadillac. Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac, commemorating this occasion by giving you special savings on Cadillac luxury. And check out the all electric Cadillacs. You know, they've been around a while, these all-electric cars, but Cadillac figured it out. 2026 Cadillac Optic, you can get that for just $349 a month. And the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. At Ed Morris, they have been family-owned and operated for over 80 years, so they know how to take care of their customers. That's why the tagline is backed by Morris. And that means something special. I'm telling you, there is no other dealership that takes care of their customers like Ed Morris does. Don't miss out on the 80th year anniversary savings. Go see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year, Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. You're going to see the beautiful lot. You're going to see the amazing cars. Go on in there and you'll meet the amazing people. My man, Chris Atkins, my man, Teddy Morris, they watch out for me and they're going to watch out for you. And being backed by Morris is something special. I'm telling you, if my tire pressure is low, I get a text on the app. Then they'll say, bring it in. They'll give you times. Then if your service is up, when you get to certain miles, they will call you. They'll text you. They'll email you. Being backed by Morris is something special. I'm telling you, if you've never been backed by Morris, get backed by Morris, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Click EdMorrisSawgrassCadillac.com.
This is Huck, Crowder, and Solana.
Got a horse running at Saratoga? Give me anything. You got a lottery ticket? You got some numbers? What do you got?